Yeah, we gonna get it in a second. Let y'all read this. Y'all chill. Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Yeah. We wanna go back home, go back where we belong. Forgive us for our wrong. I pray this reach the throne. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, yeah. We wanna go back home, go back where we belong. Forgive us for our wrong. I pray this reach the throne. City of David, Mount Zion. That's the place that the Father put his name on. Little people that these nations got their aim on. We found out where we from, never came home. Jerusalem, we did you so wrong. We broke the laws, he left us alone. We waking up, we wanna come home. We follow Christ and casting no stone. Jerusalem, yeah. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, yeah. We wanna go back home, go back where we belong. Forgive us for our wrong. I pray this reach the throne. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, yeah. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, yeah. We wanna go back home, go back where we belong. Forgive us for our wrong. I pray this reach the throne. I put my name on Jerusalem. 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 I gave my Lord to 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 Jerusalem. I won't forsake you, 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 Jerusalem. Jerusalem, yeah. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, yeah. We wanna go back. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Go back where we belong. I'm gonna tell y'all what I'm showing y'all this in just a second. What? This is the code. We y'all will find that in the IRS. Type it in the Google, and the same thing will pop up, right? But I'm gonna help y'all see it myself before we do all that. When I come back tomorrow, I'm gonna have my hair did, you know what I'm saying, tighten up and all that gangsta. But take a read real quick and I'll explain it just a second. Forgive us for our wrong. I pray this reach the throne. They could do that wall, we going back home. No vaccine, we going back home. Yeah. Ain't taking my gun a piece, we going back home. They gon' find out the Father ain't strong. Zion, Zion, come on. Zion, Zion, come on. Zion, Zion, I'm show y'all Zion, Zion, come on. Jerusalem, yeah. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, yeah. We wanna go back home, go back where we belong. All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. All right. So everybody went to the hospital. They were born in the hospital, right? For about the last past days and all of my lives, right? Just to be clear, all of my lives, I'm placing them on my YouTube. So if y'all missing what I'm talking about, y'all don't know what I'm talking about, just simply go to the live on YouTube. All right, nonetheless. So everybody went to the hospital, to the port, and their citizenship was delivered. Excuse me, and they were delivered or assigned to their citizen. All right. If y'all wouldn't mind, please share the live. If y'all find anything interesting, you know what I'm saying, anything beneficial to somebody else, yourself, share the live for me, please. All right. So An infant. Remember, I told you a long time ago that a couple days ago that there's a double meaning to everything. Okay, the word birth has two meanings: BERTH and BIRTH. The birth that you think is happening is not the birth that actually happened at the hospital. The baby that you had was not the baby that you think you had. It's the infant right here. Okay? Now you think an infant is a baby, you think a baby is a child, you think a child is your kid. All of those are totally different words. All of those are words that do not describe the same thing or something different. All right? A baby is it's supposed to be a living being. Okay? A fetus is a not on this terrain living being. All right? But all of these different words describe these different things. The word to point on today, dog, is infant. Okay? Now, if you go on my page, you actually see the post where I actually showed y'all with the IRS. All you gotta do is like copy that link right there on Google, and it'll pop up. Go to the specific section, number 2, and you'll see the word infant, and it says the decedent of an estate. Okay. Now let's look up what the definition of a decedent is. Hold on. All right. You go in any dictionary, Oxford, it wouldn't matter. But it says that the definition of a decedent is a person who has died. So, for everybody who don't understand what I'm about to tell you, the day you were born is the day you died. Okay? But in order for that to make sense, you have to understand baptism. Okay? This is a ministry. Administration. Ministry, administration is the same word, it's just add, there's more to it. The more to it is that it's not only ecclesiastical administration, add meaning government, it's governmental political administration. So within that being stated, you did not go to a hospital. You went to a church. You went to a hospital. You went to a hospice. Okay? You went to a place where you became a ward to the state. Okay? You went to a place where the doctor mined you from your mother's womb. Okay? You went to a place where you are identified as cargo. Your birth certificate is identified as what is called a widely held fixed investment trust. Okay? Now, the proof that property is stored in that trust is all documented on the birth certificate. The height, the weight, the size, the port that it came in, the company that produced this ship, and everything. Your your state of is the corporate entity that birthed your citizen. Okay? So back to baptism. When you were born, the ideology of baptism, it doesn't matter when it happens. It's just the understanding, concept, conveyance of it. Okay? The day you were born, the day you were born is the day you died. But that's via baptism. Baptism from the hospital. Okay? Now, the United States is a federal corporation. The United States is a federal nonprofit corporation. The United States is a federal nonprofit corporation on a public venue. The United States is a federal nonprofit corporation on a public venue operating in the private. Okay? So within that being said, your citizenship is a private vessel because the life of you is your spirit within you is a gift from God. Your name is a gift from your mother, and the dowry or the last name, the sire name of your father is a gift as an inheritance. Okay? You're not supposed to be taxed. You're not supposed to be paying anything. What's supposed to be paying for everything is your decedent, the person who has died. So according to baptism, the old man dies and a new man comes to life. Okay? When you went to the hospital and you had your babies, you had your child, did you fill out a birth certificate? No. You filled out what's called a certificate of live birth. Did you fill out the record of live birth? No. They did. The record of live birth was the identification that the mother brought cargo, that the ship actually docked and brought cargo onto their vessel. Okay? Then the certificate of live birth became a manifestation certificate. Okay. Then it became a manifesto. Okay? That's why it's a warehouse receipt. Okay? So your birth certificate is proof that they're stored goods. It was a conversion that happened. When you did that certificate of live birth, your mama didn't get them that. I mean, excuse me, your mama and them didn't get that back. It's just like the MCO, MSO. A lot of y'all probably don't even know what that is. It's the pink slip to your car. The MCO, manufacturer certificate of origin, MSO, manufacturer statement of origin. You don't even know what that is. It's amazing. You think that the certificate of title is the original document to your vehicle. Absolutely not. This is incorrect. What they're doing is they've taken your MCO, your MSO, they've taken your original title, and they're holding it for safekeeping. They own it. You gave it to them. You put it in their registrar. What happens when you put money in somebody else's registrar? Does that money belong to you? No. But was it used for your benefit? Absolutely. That's why you can go get a car, you can go get a house, you can go get a social security card, you can go get all the things that you get because of that because of that birth certificate. Okay. But you have to understand conversion. Just like a money order, just like a promissory note, just like a check. Any one of y'all, have any one of y'all ever seen $1,000 bill? If you work and you've ever received a check over $1,000, you've seen $1,000 bill. All right. So you get you confine yourself to these realms. You confine yourself to these realms, and you don't understand. Just because you see a $1 bill, does it means nothing. It's just a promise. Okay. A $1 note is 1 unit of 100. A $5 note is 5 units of 100. 10 is 10 units of 100. 50 is 50 units of 100. 100 is 100 units of 100. These are units. You're not dealing with gold and silver, beloved. You know what I'm saying? It's because of this individual right here, your decedent, the one that has died, the infant. Okay? Your mama and them gave a certificate of live birth name. And I'm gonna see if I can comment in this real quick. Like, all right, I can. So your mama and them, when you were born, she spelled your name like this. That's how your mama wrote your name on the certificate of live birth. When your name came back from the certificate of live birth, after they converted your ass, after they killed that name, and they put you inside of a system and you became an electronic transfer yourself, your name became this. Your name became a tombstone, beloved. Okay? That's exactly what happened to you. That's how your name is on your birth certificate. It's on your social security card. It's on all the bills. If you ever went to jail, going to court, somebody is trying to sue you. They're not suing you. They're suing that name right there. And you have to understand that there is a separation of person. There must be a separation of person. Okay? And I showed y'all this already, but I'm going to do it again for you. You have what is called an artificial person. An artificial person is also known as a juridical person. It has a legal name. It has certain rights, protections, privileges, responsibilities and liabilities in law similar to those of a natural person. In other words, an artificial person is a non-human legal entity that is not a single natural person, but an organization recognized by law as a fictitious person. Okay? So you don't understand their game. Your social security person, your birth certificate person, all of those are entities. Shalom, beloved. Shalom to you all. All of those are entities that you are able to use in their fiction world. Okay? So from the beginning, once again, here we are. From the beginning, according to the IRS, this is in their manual. It's 21.7.13.3.2.2 subsection 2. And you want to go into look up the definition of the word infant. And it's going to give you this word decedent. Okay? By observation, we go and look at a dictionary. A decedent is a person who has died. Okay? But let's go deep into the word real quick. It says the decedent of an estate or a grantor. Whenever you give them your social security card, don't you grant them access to your account? Don't you grant them access to you to your social security report? A decedent is also the owner. A decedent is also, an infant is also a custodian. A custodian is somebody in custody of something. Okay. Or a trustor. A trustor is the person who did not create the trust, but they settle accounts for the trust. Ain't they looking for you to pay every bill? Ain't they looking for you to make sure all of the citizenship doesn't drown in commercial waters? Okay. The truster of a trust, guardianship. We was talking about it last night. Legal name change. Receivership or custodianship. So Either you gonna come in through the name change, that's how you can come back to life. You can come back in through the trust, the testamentary trust and the will. That's how you can come back to life. Or you can come in through the power of attorney and prove that the social security person is incapacitated, disabled, stupid, minor, a child, a decedent. All you got to do is make the proof, make the claim. If you don't make the claim, then your administrator is the one who gave you your social security card, gonna keep administrating your account and charging you for everything. You're not supposed to be paying bills, beloved. The bank teller told I need an attorney to set up the trust account. Says, "Ooh, I got my trust account set up, and I'm here like you, my boy. I'm sorry, beloved. You don't need no banker. According to trust law, all they need is your certificate of trust, memorandum of trust, abstract of your trust, or the declaration of your trust to open up your trust account. I got a trust account with my credit union. I'm finna go open one in Detroit, and I have one at Chase. And I'm regular, like y'all. I'm special, set apart, peculiar, you know. But don't let them people tell you what they want to tell you. You got to know the law, beloved. That's the problem right there. We all keep suffering from this right here. We won't read the law, you know. We won't read the law, and because we won't read the law, you'll let somebody tell you everything they just told you. Hey, I'm in St. Clair Shores, Michigan. You right down the street. Yeah, it's no problem. You really right down the street, Richard Tree. I see about you. But to my what up though, neighbor? We'll see about it, Kim. Seriously though, man. All you have to do is understand. I got a class coming up, man. I'm trying to show y'all how to get your status corrected with the IRS, with the Social Security Administration, with vital statistics. Vital statistics is gonna give you your age of majority. You're not a Minnesotan, but I want y'all to go read what's called Minnesota Rule 220. And they're telling you that the registrar is authorized to receive certificates of title. And when they receive that certificate of title, they're gonna regard you as having obtained the age of majority. Now, you're not a Minnesotan, so you can't use Minnesota Rule 220. However, if you understand the concept of Minnesota Rule 220, it's just a deed of conveyance. That's simply it. Every time you go somewhere with your birth certificate, you telling them, here's a child, here's an infant, here's somebody not capable of handling their own affairs. I need help. Why not go change the name to the adult you? The name on your social security and the name on your birth certificate is the name your mama gave a child. Look at the biblical names. They all got changed. I've been studying for about 6 months. Finally got my authentic birth certificate ready to get my 5-star passport. You ain't gonna get a passport 5-star because you got your authenticated birth certificate, but keep going though. Keep going. I'll give you this. That birth certificate, that authenticated birth certificate is a bond. If it's fully authenticated on a state and a federal level, read the front page of it. It says, I can show y'all mine. I think I can show y'all mine. Uh, I'll do that later. I'll do it in a second. But yeah, it says greetings to whom all these presents shall come. Shalom, shalom, Beast Five. It says greetings to whom all these presents shall come. And then it gives, damn, I want to read that for you now. Hold on, I'm finna find it for y'all. Hold on. Give me just a second.
Pass away. Here they come. Rest in peace. He was a real one. You wasn't checking for me, no. Why
Fuck this shit. It is what it is. Y'all gonna do what it do. I know y'all. You fuck with my boy number, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's your ass. All right. But anyways, though, this is my birth certificate. This is my authenticated birth certificate. Okay. As I told you all, if you have an authenticated birth certificate on the federal level, they're gonna come with that 9-digit number up there. 9-digit number is the routing number. This is the series number to that route to this bond number. So as you can see, it's 2600 da 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 dash one. All right. Now let's read this motherfucker. Okay. It says Department of State. This is coming from the Feds, the United States of America. To whom all these presents. A present is a gift, right? Okay. To whom all these presents shall come, greetings. This is what is called a letter of credit, y'all. I'm going to show y'all how much credit I'm worth. I value myself at 300 billion. 300 billion is something I shouldn't have said when I have what's called the full faith and credit. But anyways, though, I certify that the documents hereunto annexed is under the seal of the states of Florida, which is where my corporate person was birthed, and that all such seals is/are entitled to what? Full faith and credit. Made man. We all made man. We all trust fund babies, baby. You just gotta learn how to get in the game. You don't get in the game of Monopoly and play with your own money. They give you money. You start out with $200. You start out with credit, beloved. Where you get the credit from? Where you get a credit score from? Your credit score don't even matter. Your credit score is proof that you have a right to credit. You understand? Y'all gotta learn how to play this game, beloved. I'm from the hood. I'm from the streets. I'm from the bottom. All that shit, just like y'all, man. So that's no excuse. None of that. Understand? I've been studying this stuff for 3 years, man. I studied this stuff so decently to the point where I don't even need to go into the law and tell you book, chapter, verse no more. Same thing I don't need to do with the Bible. You understand? He said, what's some good things to read? Shit, the dictionary. My people never taught my people never taught me this. How do I send to get it on the federal level? I'm finna pause my screen again, and I'm gonna give you the federal address to send it to. Hold on.
Really real. Talk, they make you read your Bible. Give you chills, look around, it's the end of time. I ain't scared, I prayed for this in 2005. And
Now I'm here, and I got angels with me. Yeah. Yeah. I got angels with me. U.S. Department of State, Office of Authentication. Damn. Hold on. Let me see if I can. I'll type the rest of it for y'all. Hold on. Yeah, give me a second, though.
They got bombs, we got angels with us. We a bigger threat. I know they see us calling chariots, and they scared of that. Echoes in all of my phone calls. They hearing that.
Y'all gotta make sure y'all come to my class, man. Click my page, click the job form, sign up.
So why would I talk down on my brethren? Can two walk together? Let's they agree how we gon' ever win. They
I'm gonna speak it.
And they got plans for us. They know about the 144K. And they paranoid. Watching Revelation happen right before my very eyes. You don't believe Christ is the Messiah?
These some scary times.
I be in Ecclesiasticus to keep me edified. Perilous times, it's in the book, we knew ahead of time.
I know with all of these prophecies. I'm gonna put it in the comments for that.
The Father got his eyes on you. Yeah, he do. And he's watching closely. I know. With all of this prophecy. Why would I lie to you? Why would I lie? The Father got his eyes on you. And he's watching. Is it real? Really real? Really real? Talk, they make you read your Bible. Give you chills, look around, it's the end of time. I ain't scared, I prayed for this in 2005. Now I'm here, is it real? Really real? Really real? Talk, they make you read your Bible. Give you chills, look around, it's the end of time. I ain't scared, I prayed for this in 2005. And now I'm here, and I got angels with me. Yeah, I got angels with me if they come for me. Power in the blood, this truth will make you free. You'll see, I got angels with me. Yeah. I got angels with me if they come from me. It's power in the blood, it's truth will make you free.
All right. Last of a dying breed. My partner's moving at light speed. All right, so y'all can see this right here, but there's the address in the chat. So you're gonna send it to the U.S. Department of State, Office of Authentications, CA. I don't know what the fuck all that is, but CAPPT to authenticate 4413 Mercue Circle, PO Box 1206, Sterling, Virginia 20166-1206. As I showed you all of these things are routing numbers. Okay, if you go look up the zoning of your city, you have a zip code, which is a 5-digit number, dash these four. That's a routing number, beloved. That's the only way. That's why they need your address to bill you. Because they're sending these things through the mail. Y'all see that barcode? That's the same barcode as if you go to the stores. If you get something, a receipt, look at all your receipts. I send my mail for free, beloved. I don't pay for shit. I'm not bullshit with y'all, man. Alright. I'm gonna show y'all my priority mail. I'm gonna show you the priority mail and my certified. You know we the Jews. It's time to show and prove. All right, so I don't pay for my mail, shouting. You gotta learn how to be a man. You gotta learn how to be a woman. You gotta learn how to do this shit. All right. As y'all can see, I don't pay for my mail, beloved. This is a certified mail. This thing was supposed to be $10. I paid $0. Okay. I can send you priority mail overnight. The, the envelope overnight is $18 alone. You understand what I'm saying? I don't pay for none of this stuff. You know. But that's how you have to understand how to play their game, beloved. You can go get a free PO box from the post office as long as you can prove that your vessel can't receive mail by a regular mail carrier. That's easy. General delivery at the post office, beloved. You know what I'm saying? Now, what the game is what I do with these receipts. Why you think your people them always biking today? Why they kept their receipts? For what? Why? Because you can get some money back on them receipts. Why? Because the receipts ain't nothing but money them damn selves that's being converted. This is proof that I use some form of they money to get something in return. But it was in my private possession when I used they money. So it belonged to me at that point. It was free of holding encumbered. Ain't no lien on it. The dollar bill don't say pay to the order of some specific person. You know what I'm saying? It's a pay to the bearer instrument. Okay? But that's your private funds. It's a part of your credit. It's a part of your securities. You feel me? They gave it to you for your use. However, we don't understand how to use money. You dig me? And because we don't understand how to use money, you think when them people send you a positive bill in the mail that they asking you for dollars. They asking you to release the credits to the account. You all learned in school if you owe somebody, beloved, man, your account supposed to be in the negative, dog. I told y'all, I think I messed up last night and I told y'all what a billing error was. USC 1566B is not a billing error. That's a late payment. USC 1566 is your billing error. And they tell you how to make one. All you got to do is say, hey, I think there's something wrong with my account. They tell you on the back of the bill that they're sending you. Fam, how can we get a free P.O. box? I just told you, sign yourself up for general delivery of the post office and prove that your house can't receive mail at your house. Buy the general delivery of the post office. Nonetheless, kinfolk, man, it's too much, man. It's too much to sit with in one setting. You heard me? It's too much. But nonetheless, you got to learn how to play this game, beloved. That's all that this is, man. A big ass game that they playing with you. Stealing your energy, stealing your time. I'm not a citizen of the United States. Understand? I go beyond the fact that I'm an American national. I know who I am. I'm an Aboriginal Indian. You understand? You 19,000 times out of 10, you ain't got a fucking artifact. You ain't got a relic that can prove you came here on a boat. All you have is a story from somebody that ain't even your people telling you these things. And then you go believe a movie called Roots. It's called entertainment, beloved. It's called entertainment. Television programming, radio programming. What are you doing? You can't prove you came here from nowhere. Definitely need to sign up for your class once I start working. Understood. You can do how you do. Learn how to use barter and exchange. When we ask that question, what do you bring to the table? I mean, I got plates, I got condiments. I pay for your car note off. Return the promissory note. You just use the word note. Understand what the word note means. A note is a promise to pay. You deposited a note when you applied for the application. I mean, applied for your credit. When you gave them your credit card. You understand, beloved? They say, man, you only taxable for income that's on the inside of the United States. And that's inside the District of Columbia, like we just read last night. If you want to sign up for my class, beloved, click my page, hit the job form link, sign up, make your payment. And as I said, as it states in the job form, I'm gonna send a link to you. Make sure you provide me with your email. But yeah, you shouldn't even be asking me how to pay your car note off. How you gonna pay a note off when you at what you do with a promise, beloved? Come on, think about this shit, man. What you do with a promise, man? You give it. You give promises. You gift promises. Promises ain't got no tangible value to them, man. It's just words. This economy ain't backed by gold and silver since 1933 and 1967. You understand? You gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are, man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Let me show you something. A SINS number is an international extension of the CUSIP numbering system. CUSIP numbering is used to uniquely identify securities offered only by issuers in the United States and Canada. As with CUSIP number, a SINS number consists of 9 characters. You got a CUSIP number on the back of your social security card, man. You got a CUSIP number on the first on the Yeah, I understand that nobody teach us this stuff, man. But research, beloved. Research and development, beloved. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Googling all of this stuff, y'all. That's why ignorance of the law is no excuse. Feel me? They tell you how to get control of the securities in your account. Y'all asking me, you need to be reading the law, beloved. Title 12 is banking. Title 11 is bankruptcy. It's amazing. Y'all ain't gonna study this shit until they knock you across the head, man. Have you used any of it? I live it. What you think I'm teaching you? What you think I'm telling you? What you think I'm showing you? It's here. I live it. In order to gain control of the securities in your minor account, we just went over this yesterday. What's a minor? A minor for face value. Remember, it's a double meaning to everything private and public. You know what I'm saying? A minor for face value, we all know this is somebody under the age of 18. But a minor is also somebody who has not taken control of the securities in his or her minor account. 99% of the people with a social security number use their social security card don't know what their minor account is. 99.9% of the people that use their social security account, they got a social security number that don't know what their minor account is, don't know that there's a social security handbook.
It's teaching you how to use it. It tell you not to give that number out. It tell you that according to Title 31 of the Code of Federal Regulations, it's against the law for somebody to deny you a right, privilege, or benefit because you decide not to give them your social security number. Created everything, but I called you my own. That land I gave you, put my name in my home. Title 31, CFR, Code of Federal Regulations. You need to be your own proof. You need to be your own testimony. Don't look at my pocket. Understand? I'm protected. I'm divine. You understand? Only thing they can do is censor me on the app that they've created. Seriously, and I'm cool with that. I don't gotta teach y'all this. I don't gotta tell y'all nothing. They didn't. I'm doing you a favor. Understand? But yeah, they tell you how to do it. Set up your own primary account. Where you gonna set up a primary account? Where your money account held at? I showed y'all yesterday. We go back over it. We went over there yesterday. Your funds are being held at the treasury. That last screenshot was directions from the treasury. They telling you they use your money to create roads, schools, libraries, and they borrow your money to give you your money back. And until you need your money, they gonna keep borrowing your shit and using how they want to. I'm just trying to help y'all out, right? Share the live, beloved. Brother, a friend keeps arguing with Social Security for benefit amounts in their card, only to have less SSI. Man's laws of currency being nothing to kill spiritual beings. The system is not sustainable. All right. Nail Dilla, I ain't want to. It just took too much. I ended up cooling down and it was too much. All right, brother. Frank keeps arguing with SSA for what? Why are you arguing with your trustees? They are administrators. Why are you arguing with your trustees? You're supposed to be giving them instructions and directions. But if you don't have a 2848, if you don't have a CAF, a centralized authorization file number, if you don't have power of attorney in their face, express power of attorney, you're going to keep arguing with them. That's why they keep receiving less and less and less and less. You need to look at the definition between what is called a benefactor and a beneficiary. Okay? Let's see if I can help you out real quick. Damn. Hold that. All right. See, man's laws currency mean nothing to the truth, spiritual being. The system is not sustainable. Yes, man laws are supposed to be common laws. They actually do mean something to a spiritual person because they are the natural law that the spirit is supposed to give to him. So we actually are supposed to follow what is called common law. We're not supposed to follow merchant law or, as you stated, currency. All right, so you have to understand the structure of your sentence. You said man's law and currency making them one together when they're not. Man's law is common law. Currency, the law of commerce, the law of sea, of course, it is man's law as well, but it's a construct interpretation of the laws of the spirit. Okay? So, benefactor. A benefactor is an individual or entity that provides help, support, or financial assistance to another person or organization. Benefactors often donate money, resources, or time to charitable causes,
educational institutions, or individuals in need. For example, a wealthy philanthropist who donates a large sum of money to a nonprofit organization will be considered a benefactor. Right? This is a trustee. This is not the beneficiary. This is the one who makes sure the beneficiary get what he's supposed to get. You got to know how many persons. You got to know about your reality. Okay. Your estate is one person. That's the name on your birth certificate. You're a social security person. That's the name on your transcripts. That's the nigga. That's the person with the number. That's another person. You are another person. You are actually supposed to be a priest in your own home. So you have a ministerial ability, capability, and responsibility as well. Okay, sisters, you are what's called the settlors. You are the administratrix. You are the heiress if it's under your father's dowry. Okay, fellas, you are the executor. Females, if you have power of attorney over your estate, you are the executrix. If the father of your estate is still alive, you are the administrator, settlor. Unless your father has given you, which is weird, but unless he's giving you power of attorney over his name, doesn't make sense. Unless he has no sons. That's the only reason. Or you're supposed to operate under his covering, not as him. Okay, the father, the brothers, uncle, cousins, the males are supposed to cover the women. Okay, the beneficiary. Hold on. Let's go look at the beneficiary now. Whoa, what that is right there. That's fire. I don't know what that is, but that's fire. All right, the beneficiary. A beneficiary, on the other hand, is the person or entity that receives the benefits or assistance provided by a benefactor. This can include individuals receiving financial support, students receiving scholarships, or organizations benefiting from donations. For an example, a student who receives a scholarship funded by a benefactor will be considered a beneficiary for the scholarship. So, your social security person said, "Let's go get a car." You agreed to use his name, use his number for your benefit. You received the Social Security benefits, right? Power of attorney over the self. I'm gonna call you when I get on TikTok live, okay? All right, shalom. Power of attorney over the self, or is it power of attorney over the Social Security person? I keep telling y'all, you have different persons, beloved. You ain't write your name in all capital letters when you went to school. You ain't learned to write your name like that when you went to school. Your mama, when you went and put your baby birth certificate in, you ain't write it like that when you went to the hospital. Understand what I'm saying? Pay attention to the game, G. You gotta slow down. You know? So the beneficiary is the person benefiting from the thing that the benefactor is doing. All right? Okay, so your social security person say, I need this. You can use my stuff. You use my stuff, you get to drive the car, you get to live in the house. You say, all right, cool. Okay. But then as you understand these things, we keep going from beneficial owner to the beneficial interest, right? This is where y'all failing and falling at right here. Y'all ain't discussing wrong. No, not going for someone else, allowing the someone else to take control. Absolutely. It's okay. It's okay. Someone else within your powers. Remember, you're not limited. The Father has many names. The Ancient of Days, motherfucking Great and Terrible, Lord of Hosts, God of Peace, Shalom. You know what I'm saying? He got many different names. As do you, mother, sister, daughter, friend, mother, bow, da 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 da. Whatever your title is when you go to work. Beneficial interest is the profit, benefit, or advantage resulting from a contract or the ownership of an estate as distinct from legal ownership or control. If y'all go listen to the banking call on my page, right? Not for me to use their fiscalities, but for them to. I want no touching of their monies, etc. At all. And up to you. Remember, you're using certain words. I don't think you understand what you're saying. Money is any medium of exchange. Credit is F. Why the hell would you not want to use F? You ain't gonna never run out of air. And it ain't their money. You mean they dollars. You talking about their bills of exchange. That's what you're talking about. Their Federal Reserve notes. You no longer want to use their promises. You no longer want to circulate their debts. I understand that. But if that's not what you meant, I don't understand. And I don't mean to be a dickhead. You dig what I'm saying? But how you speak is very important. You know what I'm saying? We tell people we love them, but you don't express the meaning of that love. You don't. There's no definition of that word love. It's just love. You go into the Greek, somebody's gonna say agape, phileo, eros. They're gonna distinguish between the aspects of love. Do I love you like a sandwich? Do I love you like my favorite movie? Do I love you like a human being? Do I love you like a dog? Correct. I'm sorry for the mix up. I take no. It's all good. No apologies, nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Just grow. Just grow. That's it. Just grow. The greatest step in growth is acknowledgement. You know, we can't be in denial. All is well, brother. Beloved, even if that's a brother or sister, I don't know. All is well. But nonetheless, so these contracts, right? Let me show you again. Let me make sure we understand something. These contracts, according to Black's law, are all what are considered. Uh-oh. I'm gonna give y'all that later, but that ain't it. These contracts are all what are all considered promissory agreements or promissory notes. Shut the live for me, beloved. TikTok been trying to shadow ban me. They don't want me to be up on here. They be trying to end my live while I'm here. Shut the live for me. Yeah. So all these contracts are promissory notes. I'm finna show you a sister that I'm helping right now. Love them like a sibling. I do. Thank you for wisdom, but absolutely no sweat, no sweat. I'm gonna show you what I mean, right? This is in the sister's contract that I'm helping her with right now. They tell you the truth right here to your face, hoping you don't read. Pay attention to the words. That word right there, security interest. We're gonna tap on it in just a second. We got the most, I so much so we fast. Keep the commandments, salvation is forward out father. Let's see what it say, huh? A security interest secures all that she owe on this contract. Let's see why. Let's see why. Let's go to the Uniform Commercial Code, which governs these contracts that y'all signing and engaging with, engaging like a marriage. It's a relationship that you have with these people. We want to look at the definition of collateral. Give me just a second. Okay. Now let's talk in the hood. Let's talk in the hood. Credit is out in the hood. Collateral is if you don't pay me with this, what you said you were gonna give me, I'm gonna take this. Collateral means the property subject to the security interest. The proceeds to which a security interest attaches. You gave them a security interest. You gave them collateral. Why are you paying them and you gave them collateral? You saying what your collateral is, right? Did you not give them a social security account? Did you not give them a chattel? I'm gonna tell you what chattel paper is in a second. Did you not give them payment intangibles? That's something that they can hold in their hand. Intangibles. You gave them a promise. Okay. But you not give them a promissory note, and that promissory note was converted or sold for you to get the loan that you got. They didn't have it at the bank. The bank ain't got that type of money. The bank is bankrupt. They know that. They need your business. Or else they just be in business for themselves. Showed y'all this last night. Location of the debtor is the place of business where the debtor conducts its affairs. It says that the United States, the location of the United States, is located in the District of Columbia. It further goes on to explain that the United States means a federal corporation, an agency or department, commission, board, or other entity of the United States, an instrumentality of the United States. Let's go further. If you're calling yourself a citizen, that means you live in the District of Columbia. Not only do you live in the District of Columbia, but you are also a vessel, a ship, a citizenship. And if you are a citizenship, you're claiming to be a citizen, that means you belong in whole or in part to the United States. You better be very careful with the words that you use, beloved. And then you can be fined and in prison for impersonating a citizen of the United States simply because you don't know who one or what one is. Anybody can tell me what makes you a citizen of the United States? What makes you a citizen of the United States, beloved? You really copy. It's 33 of y'all here. Shut the lie, beloved. Beloved, say birth certificate. Birth certificate. What makes you a citizen, beloved? I disagree. It's not your birth certificate. All y'all should be in tune with this. All y'all should be trying to comment and get some information, man. She said when you register. I like that answer. There we go. James B. Crawford hit it on the head. Hit it right on the head. Us saying we are. All the applications ask, are you a U.S. citizen? And you put the words yes. You don't understand the driver's license. No, it doesn't make you a citizen because you don't put your name on there. You put your vessel name on that driver's license. You got to understand your person, beloved. You dig me? Using social media. Come on, shout it now. Why you don't call yourself a national? How about that? Why not call yourself an American national? Are you a U.S. citizen? No. And all y'all can prove that you are not U.S. citizens. How can all y'all prove that you are not U.S. citizens? What's your proof? Your verifiable proof that you are not a U.S. citizen? Somebody tell me, what's the verifiable proof that you don't live in the United States? Freedom of Information Act. Covenant with God. Non-DC. I don't know what that means, beloved, but It's all illusion and tricks created by energy manipulators. I personally do not consent. If you got contracts with these people, you are well so in consent. Not in DC. Absolute. Respect my mind. You don't live in the District of Columbia. Absolutely. Fraud. Absolutely not. It ain't fraud if you're the one agreeing that you're a citizen. Not in the District of Columbia. Absolute. Respect my mind. Absolute. Perfect. 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 Are you a U.S. citizen? No. Not according to USC 18-9. I'm sorry. USC 28 3002. 15 says the United States is a federal corporation. USC 18-9 says that a vessel is a ship, or excuse me, a citizen of the United States. And what is that? 9-607? Golly, folks. Hold on. 9-307. The location of the United States is in the District of Columbia, and I have no no location in there. Now, what's gonna fuck you up, right? Okay, what's gonna fuck you up is when you say that you're not a citizen, they're gonna be like, well, what state were you born in? What state were y'all born in? Let me ask y'all the next question. Let's see if they can catch you up. Cause remember, it's all a word game. Okay? If I pull you, if Buddy pull you over and he say, are you driving? More than likely you're gonna catch a ticket. If you say you're driving, truck drivers, taxi drivers, delivery drivers, Uber drivers, they earn commission. Are these people paying you? Is this your job? It's not. This is your personal vehicle. Okay? Now, the magician's contracts are toilet paper. They created them with the intention to harm others. You can only stand on that if you never signed it. You're not wrong. But if you agree with the fraud, you're fraudulent. She said they stole her car in August. You know the code for repossession being illegal? Consumer Code, Title 15. Because repossession is illegal. You don't got a contract with the repossession company. You were supposed to X that out in that contract. That's illegal. And you were supposed to put the code to tell them. Y'all can't do that. Me and you got beef if me and you got beef. You don't put nobody else in our beef. When you acknowledge or engage in commerce, they got you. Are you sure that's what gets you? You sure? I say what gets you, blue boy, is when you use their Federal Reserve notes. Now you believe in their promise. That's when they got you. I didn't go to court here and now I got a warrant. Let me see if I can help you out with that word warrant. Let me see if I can help you out with that word warrant. Oh, oh, hold on. I want to show you something. I just want to learn you real quick. Like, let me see if I can help you out. Help me, please. Help me, please. Behavior so holy is your name, our Father. Behavior. I'm gonna show you that warrant is a bounty on your head. Hallelujah. All right, hold on. Here we go. I'm gonna tell you what to do. I'm gonna tell you exactly what to do with that warrant. You're supposed to get paid for that warrant. Before they get paid for the warrant, you're supposed to get paid for the warrant. All right. This is a Federal Reserve operational manual, right? They say list of acceptable remittances. God damn. All right, hold on. That's what we are. They just try to give us a bad name. We actually give ourselves a bad name based on the way that we use that account. They called you a sovereign citizen. A sovereign citizen is an oxymoron. She said they destroyed my life. Did they? Or did they bring you into a realm that you needed to be in to fix your life? A life that you was already destroying yourself. Stop looking at everything negative. A no is actually yes if you understand what they're telling you. Okay? But I'm gonna tell you what the definition of a remittance is in just a second. But they down here it said acceptable remittances and it lists warrants. This is from the Federal Reserve, the Treasury. If you have a warrant, you're supposed to get a copy of the warrant. You need to obtain a copy of the warrant. Okay? They accept warrants. The IRS accepts warrants. Live slowly. Damn. All right, remittance is the act of transmitting money. So if they said that they accept remittances, and in those remittances, we just say they accept cash, checks, money orders, convertible documents. Okay, how do I get a copy? I can't go there because they'll arrest me. Wrong. Call the police. Okay, they're the ones with the warrant. Tell them, you know what? Tell them if they give you $5 million, you will bring the name to them. Tell them that the name is a legal person. You can't uproot your business and bring it to them, not unless they're going to pay you. Who are you when you call them? You are the authorized authority. You're the benefactor on behalf of that name. You're not a sovereign citizen. A sovereign is a person in its own power, and a citizen is subject to someone else's power. So that's an oxymoron. In order to be a sovereign citizen, you have to be from a country of sovereign. It's an oxymoron. It doesn't exist. It cancels itself out. It's like saying black knight. I mean white knight. It doesn't exist. It's fictitious. It's fake. It's a construct of man. You understand what I'm saying? But yeah, do they really know that? Do they really not know that? Who? It's the way you speak. It's the words that you use. It's the things that you do that show your incompetence. You're supposed to. What I would do is I would go to the SEC, and when I went to the okay, I would go into their search bar and I would type in common stock issuer of my state, and then you're gonna find a bank that funds all the warrants in your state, and you're gonna click that link for that bank, and they're gonna give you a list of or excuse me, they're gonna give you a description of the warrant process, so on and so forth, and at the bottom of it, there's gonna be a transfer certificate for you to get the money for the warrant. Shalom. I told them I was exercising my unalienable right. Your unalienable right to do what? SEC.gov, common stock issuer of. When you got pulled over, you were supposed to ask them, is this a custodial stop? You were supposed to ask them, do they have a hazardous bond for this stop? In proper syntax grammar, you're not the authorized attorney. You're the authorized authority on behalf of that social security person. Okay? Hold on, just a second. I'm going to show you what you should have. I'm going to tell you what you should have said. What you should have said when you get pulled over. So, when you get pulled over, okay? I'm sorry, my baby is sick and I got to tend to him. Shalom, shalom. All right, so if you get pulled over and you are trying to operate in your private autonomy, you're not a sovereign citizen, okay? You're a natural person operating in your natural right by natural law, okay? You get pulled over, you should ask that officer, is this a custodial interrogation? Number one, he is a public servant. He works for you. Don't need to be afraid. You need to learn how not to be combative. What do we do? What do we search for the warrant? Something about common stock. SEC.gov. SEC. SEC.gov. Pull up their website. Search in their little search bar on their website and type in common stock issuer of your state. For Georgia, I think it's a bank out of Colorado. Forgot who it is out of Florida. Forgot who it is out of Mississippi. I ain't look at everybody up. But look up your state. It's like my lip got a permanent ash mark, man. But whatever. Anyways, though. Yeah, look that up, and at the end of the form, at the end of the document, they're gonna give you a form. Yeah, all is well, beloved. But you need to ask that officer if you get pulled over if this is a custodial interrogation. You got to think, y'all. All questions as king, as king, as king. The one asking questions is the king. It's an interrogation. You understand what I'm saying? You need to control the situation by you asking the questions. You need to learn how not to be non-belligerent, how not to be non-combative, how to speak with intelligence, with intellect, how to understand that it's all business. Ask for delegation of authority number. You would do so if you are an American national, if you have your nationality established. But if you don't know how to stand on them principles, that number ain't gonna do nothing for you. I'm gonna tell you what you're supposed to do since you get pulled over and they violate your inalienable rights. Y'all know why we asked the officer for his name and badge number? Can somebody tell me why why we threatened to give me your name and badge number? Thank you, Fred. The U.S. government is it Democles or his third? Seems latter. Such as I can't understand. I can't. But yeah, let's answer that question. Can anybody? For their bond. There she go. Identification for the officer and his contract. What you mean when you say contract? And what are you reporting, Free B? Free to be? Their bond number, absolutely. All right, now why do you want that bond number, y'all? What you gonna do with that bond number? What's that bond number actually called? Because a bond just means debt. And if what do you do to assure your debt? Insurance. There you go. If you want to fuck with your police, that officer fucking with you, hit his insurance, hit his bond. You understand? Make a claim against his bond. You get his name and his badge number, and you take your ass down to the county clerk office and you give them that name and badge number and you request that bond number. Light speed. Shalom, shalom, beloved.
Hey, I just wanted to come on here and let y'all people know something. When they requesting for that bond, so you is all right. So I got somebody in Arkansas right now. You know, I was going through my whole thing, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Y'all need to get a pen and some paper and write this down because it's
That's
different
the one.
for each state. I'm trying to
That's the
tell you.
one.
It's different for your county. It's different for your state. I'm really finna put it on y'all because, as some of y'all know, me and my son got assaulted last year in the courthouse. Me and my minor son. At the time, he was 12.
Speak from the perspective of they don't know you. They don't know.
They don't know, right? I know that. I forgot. This ain't
Right.
okay. So
This ain't
boom.
them. Yeah, this ain't them.
All right, so y'all don't know me, but I got assaulted last year in the courtroom with my son. And actually, this morning, the auditor's office actually called me this morning. And the lady was like, I was telling her everything that's been going on this past year. And the lady was like, oh my gosh. She said, I'm finna call them and talk to them on your behalf if that's okay with you. I said, oh, yes, ma'am. Then she said, I'm going to see who I need for you to speak to directly because you doing these requests and you have what you have in writing. Somebody needs to speak with you directly. All right. So for your city, there is a department in all of for city workers, for government workers, public officials. It's called risk management. human resources, risk management, health and human risk management, um, health and human resources risk management. I'm just thinking different names that they don't have for your state. Either way it go, it's risk management, okay? Because they manage the risk that they gonna take if something happened to you, okay? Because they work for they work for your city, okay? So you're gonna do a public records request. Google for your state or go talk to ChatGPT. Go talk to ChatGPT if you don't wanna Google it. Go talk to ChatGPT and ask them what law governs the FOIA request for your state. Okay, and you gonna read that, right? And you gonna make sure when you do your FOIA request, requesting the information that you have the required, you have what that law says you have to have for your request. Now, you can submit. I recommend, because I have documentation from all entities. I recommend inputting the request to the actual police department. I recommend putting the request into the county clerk. I recommend because this is supposed to be on public record. This is the thing too, y'all. We don't know this, but it's supposed to be on public record. Okay. I recommend doing your request to risk management. I recommend doing your request to your county auditor. Do your request to commissioner's court if your county has commissioner's court. You have a district clerk.
My bad.
My bad. My sister calling me. You have a district clerk court. Can you still hear me? Shake your head,
Yeah,
yes or
yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, okay, okay. And then you have, let's see, you have commissioner's court. All counties don't have a commissioner's court. And then you have the Secretary of State. You have the Attorney General. Now, when y'all requesting these bonds, you also want to make sure you request their oath of office, their statement of officer. Their statement of officer, depending on your state, it may be called the anti-bribery statement. Also, you want to see if they have something called a loyalty oath. So the loyalty oath, the oath of office, and the statement of officer slash anti-bribery statement, all three of those oaths are to be public. All three of those oaths are stating we took an oath to uphold the Constitution. When they take an oath to uphold the Constitution and they decide, okay, we're not going to uphold the Constitution, we're going to go by this state law, that's a violation of your constitutionally protected rights. Okay, so you want to make sure you tie everything back to the Constitution. Make sure you tie it back to your Bill of Rights, and yeah. So, Blue Boy 602 said, "Remember the deputy bonds are under the sheriff's umbrella." Yes, they are. Okay, so I'm finna put y'all on to something. Harris County, Houston, Texas. All right, Harris County in Texas. This for y'all. The city bonds them. Okay, the city bonds them. So when you submit your request to these agencies, quote unquote, and you asking for this information, they're gonna be like, "Oh, we don't have it. We don't have it." Even the police department is probably gonna be like, "Oh, we don't have it." But the city bonds these people. Now they also do have a private insurance. They call it self-insured. So they also are self-insured. Some of them, not all of them. And you can submit your request directly to them for their insurance information and get something back in writing, whether they give it to you or whether they don't give it to you. Get something back in writing. Now, let's just say, for instance, they don't give it to you. Now you have a deprivation of your right because we, as the public, we the people, we have a right to always inspect government records. We also have a right to request documentation as long as it does not breach the private information of said public official. Kingwood, Texas. Yep, Kingwood. Hey, so precinct 4 is actually who I'm finna tie up. I'm finna like hit precinct 4 and precinct 4 place 1, Lincoln Goodwin, precinct 4 constable office, Harris County Civil Court at Law number 3, Judge LaShawn Goodwin, Officer Jonathan Foster, Deputy Robert Vila, Constable Mark Herman. Yeah, I'm finna tie these people up because, yeah, I got documentation from. So I also had put in a request for body camera footage. I have body camera footage of one of the officers who assaulted me, and you see the judge telling him to turn his body camera off. I have documentation from the actual police department saying, hey, this person did not have their body camera on, and this person actually assaulted me. However, in the body camera footage, you could see him turning off his cell phone because he turned on his cell phone instead of his body camera.
So let
During
me
my
let me
assault.
explain something,
Go ahead.
if I may.
Oh,
All
you
right.
in my
So
phone?
if y'all haven't caught on to what she's talking about, she is going after what's called the GSA bond. She's going after the the corporate bonds of the officers, the judges, the individuals that have affected her, assaulted her, damaged her, injured her in the due course of their in the due course of their business or in their natural persons, which will be a civil suit after she wins the tort claim, right? So the
Whoa, whoa,
reason she's
whoa. But
going
you know I'm going civil and criminal.
righteous, right,
Oh,
man,
okay, okay.
righteous. I would do tort. In my opinion, I would make a tort claim, a federal tort claim, because in contract law, that means we had some form of a contract and there was a sum fee total that was supposed to be accomplished or at the maturity date. In a tort claim, I mean we ain't had no contract together and you've injured me, so I could have been a millionaire yesterday. But if it wasn't for you and this stuff that's going down, you've affected that. You've put yourself in the position of God at this point.
So now you
So
gotta turn me into a millionaire because you done affected
you should have minded your goddamn business. You should have left me
that
alone.
part.
You
That
know what I'm
part.
saying? And see, this is why we need competence of the law. If you have competence of the law, you'll understand why you ain't supposed to be paying debt. They go to court cases to show y'all all this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you got to understand the law. Now, you have to understand the maximums of equity. Remember, equity supports the law. It follows it everywhere it goes. So, in support of the law, equity says that she does not support a volunteer. In layman's terms, what that means, she's not going to stand up for you. You got to stand up with her for you. Get your ass up. Study this law. Stop going to hire attorneys. Stop hiring people to go figure some shit out. You can figure it out. You can figure it out. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't mean that maliciously or with any type of, spiteful intent. I'm just saying, beloved. You gotta tighten up, you know? But here's another, and I mean like if you more than likely gonna have to take your bank to the court. No sweat. Remember, it ain't court like law, it's court like ball. It's court like tennis, hit the hot potato, you know what I'm saying? Pass it back. It's in your court now. You making your proof, your prima facie. You could prove that you used a credit card. You could prove that you gave them collateral. You could prove that collateral was the security interest that secured the obligations of the contract. You could prove that contract became a promissory note via the demand for statement of account of your bank. But you got to know these codes, beloved. It ain't even just got to know these codes. You got to go inside these people law, man. All roads lead to Rome to the courthouse. Absolutely. Go play ball, man. Even if you win the goddamn course, you feel like, man, they just put it on you. Hey, watch this. Yeah. Hey, I done turned this thing on. Nah, yeah. So
You so lame for that. That was
I don't
funny.
need much kettle.
Nah, it
I
was
don't need
cool.
much kettle.
I ain't gonna
Hold
lie, it
on,
was
hold
cool
on.
though, cause you on here spit that shit. So it's cool.
What the fuck is that? I thought that
Dead
said boo.
ass.
Face ass.
Oh, not want.
Alright, alright.
Boy, you like see he just got a new toy, huh?
Face ass. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
we.
yeah. Alright, but anyways though, so let's read this up here, right? No, I'm sorry. So yeah, back to the sister, right? So the things that she's doing is she's coming after their bonds. The reason she's coming after their bonds because they ain't got no money. All the money's hid in insurance. When the company went bankrupt, guess what didn't? Insurance companies. Why? Because that's what everybody was putting their imaginary money into for no damn reason. So the insurance company is just collecting. And then even when when you mess up somebody's stuff, you're still the one that paid that. That your insurance actually goes up. You know
It's
what I'm saying?
crazy to me because it's like we pay insurance every month. Then they like, then as soon as something happen, they like, okay, pay your deductible. Well, damn,
Pay the
bitch, I done gave
deductible.
you 4 months worth of insurance.
I done gave you 1,800 deductible.
Why you can't
What are
take it
you
out of
talking about?
that?
But that's because we don't understand how to use our insurance. We don't know how to charge our bonds.
I
You know
was
what I'm
just
saying?
about to, not only that, we don't know how to properly endorse our um quote unquote bill that they send us every month saying, hey, your insurance due.
Once
And it ain't even the
again,
fact that we know how to, it ain't the fact that we don't know how to properly endorse. So I'm gonna say this. Some people know how to properly endorse and they don't know how to enforce.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm. I totally agree. I totally agree. It's 9 ethers into this world, man, and they got articles 1 through 9 of the Uniform Commercial Code. They're giving you the code as to how to do these things, how your contracts go from negotiable instruments, offerings. Showed y'all that last night when them folks had done sent that little. I do it. I can't even remember what I'm talking about. I mean, I can, but I don't feel like it. Let me show you. It's right there on the screen. They advertise in the house, but what they said is for sale. Now this is like on some Zillow type shit, looking for a place
They
to
say
stay.
your lease, they say your rental lease is for sale. That's because they securitizing that. Hey, I
Hmm.
forgot to tell you. I found out my stuff
You bought a
is,
contract when you went and got your apartment.
yeah, but they securitize they securitize my shit on the London exchange market, so they're not governed by the SEC.
Who that?
The people who the broker on my lease.
It don't even matter where your deposit being held at an American bank.
Yeah, I was just
Then all is well, beloved. All is well, beloved. Go get your money ass. Go get your funny ass.
oh,
Your
you know I'm finna go get mine.
security deposit is proof that you secured the obligation. Everybody, if you got the fucking keys, if you're in the fucking house, if you're in that motherfucker, if you can open the door, you paid your debts. The key is proof. Remember, possession is 9/10 of the law. The house ain't yours. You will never have title to the house. You got the fucking lease. You got the keys.
But nah, peep this. You know, my address was wrong on my lease. So a lot of people, oh, your people don't know this. So y'all, my address was wrong on my lease, right? And so my address was wrong on my lease, and I tried to apply for rental assistance. Them folks hit me with the I was trying to commit fraud. I'm like, wait a minute, who? Right. So I ended up like researching my lease, and y'all, so it has a California address on it. My landlord is from California, and they had transferred ownership of the house to the brother who lived in California on February 28th, and I had moved in on March 5th. So the name of the people that's on my lease ain't even who owned the house, and the name and the address that's on the lease wasn't even in Texas. It was in California. Crazy. That's exactly what it made me say. Because you know, I went through well, you know, but your people don't know. Y'all, so I went through initially 3 court dates before they signed something against me. Like, cause I was really kicking their ass. But then I ain't know about the last court date to the last minute, and you know, she fucked around and got assaulted, cause she.
I was waiting on a moment.
So yeah, y'all ended up getting assaulted, me and my son. So now we finna sue from the trust, and well, see the reality is, so Harris County they had a redistricting in 2021, and it went into effect in 2022, and it's gonna stay in effect until 2032. Well, that's what they say now until they get my paperwork. See, so they don't want this to go public because I let the lady know, like, hey, I done contacted the commissioner's office. I even got responses back from the DOJ. Like, shit, how y'all want to do it? Because it's over 8 million people in Harris County. So what I got is going to affect everybody. It ain't even going to be Harris County no more.
So a student of mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why you didn't throw the head in the air?
Hmm?
What's that? Which one that is?
I don't know.
So, so my a student of mine, right? Her daughter went to jail. Actually, she got pulled over. She smoked some bud and whatnot. I don't know what the officer pulled over for, but she didn't get a chance to get in contact with the mother when this thing happened. So she ends up calling the mother from the jailhouse. Mom, I'm in jail. Woo, 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 woo. So her mom calls. She get in authorized authority mode. She's not in mom mode. She's using the information she's learned in my class as well as those from others. And she gets in executive trustee mode. And she calls the jailhouse. She ends up speaking to a financial officer within the jailhouse, and she spits her truth in regards to her being from a trust. The spiel goes as so. I'm calling as the authorized authority on behalf of, she gives her daughter's full name. She is the benefactor. She is the authorized representative. She as well as is the beneficiary and surety on behalf of her daughter, on behalf of her property, aka BKA, her daughter, her offspring, her heir, and she demands full release of her rents, futures, interests, and titles. Okay? Specifically, just like that. The individual on the other line said, give me just a second. They placed her on hold for about 5 minutes. Came back to the call and said that there will be somebody calling you within the hour and a half. 30 minutes later, her daughter was calling her from her cell phone outside of the jail. Mom, I'm released. I am home. And I ain't got no charges against me. Can you come pick me up so we can go get the car? Shalom. That ain't it. Damn, I've been waiting to use that one too.
Not
That's the
you,
one it was supposed to be right there.
not you got your moment.
Yeah, so baby girl, they got no charges. I'm saying they dropped out of the charges. It's based on the words that you use. You know what I'm saying? You need to go look up the definition of leasee, leaseor, Bailey, Baylor, rent, futures, surety, civilian. You need to go look up all of these words. And if you understand three of them, civilian, surety, and really just them two. You understand civilian and surety, you straight. You understand who's the civilian? You and the prosecutor, both of y'all civilians. And then you need to understand what the word surety is. The surety is the person obligated to perform on behalf of another. Okay? The child is your performance. That's why you sending them to school. That's why they probably in track and field. The child is your principal. The child is for your benefit. That came out of your womb. That came from your sac, father. You know? But we allow people to take control. We allow the wrong people to take control. And in that control, we are Hosea 4 and 6, for my people are killed for a lack of knowledge. But not because they don't have it, but because they reject it. I'm saying it's our fault. We letting these folks do this. The picture that I have on the wall, y'all, is what she was speaking of in reference to endorsements. You know, child trafficking is now a bigger business than arms and drug dealing. Yep.
Hey, they don't want me to get started on child trafficking because out there in Hattiesburg, Mississippi, my hometown, they trafficked that little boy all through the system and they ended up hanging him from a tree. He was over the age of 18, so why was he still in quote unquote foster care? I don't know.
Even well, you can go into the aspect of the age of majority. The age of majority for a boy extends to 25. After 25, after your civil services, or I'm sorry, yo, what's the legal service with the military?
Selective services.
Selective service. Thank you.
You're
After the
welcome.
age of your selective service, be your own man, you know. But it's not only the physical actions of what you do that's child trafficking, sex trafficking, this and that and the third. It's it's these documents too. We all are on documents. We placed ourselves on documents. Mama did it first. If you go look at your certificate of live birth, 9 times out of 10, you're gonna see that your mom is identified as the informant. You know, so we gotta pay attention. Oh, that's fine. I didn't do that on purpose.
They just changed the birth certificate, so now they are saying informant on there. They not even saying parent. Cause on mine and on my son say parent, and I had somebody hit me up probably like a month or two ago. I was like, Bree, I just had a new baby, and why I say I'm an informant? I said, cause you sat there and told them people you just had a baby.
You gave them every bit of the information
Yeah,
so we can cash it in. She was labeled as incompetent. She was actually labeled as all women when they go to the hospital to have a baby, they are considered not in a conscious state. So they end up giving what's called power of attorney over to the hospital.
that's why y'all need to go in there with your medical power of attorney. Give it to your husband.
That's why you need to go in that bitch with a birthing plan.
That
Simple.
too.
A birthing plan is a business plan. You can have your baby funded. You can pay your medical bills with the birthing plan. A birthing plan is literally a business plan. What do you plan on doing with the baby? Because every baby is a business. Every business is a baby. It is.
See,
You know.
I still got some more reading to do on perfecting my birth plan. Even though I don't plan on having my kids in the hospital, I still got
Mhm.
some more perfecting I got to do on it before I, bring any more little babies into this cruel world.
I mean, I would say, that's definitely something you discuss with you and your child's father. And and also I would state that having a birthing plan is knowing what private portion of your family of your estate needs 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 more. What I mean by that is, let's say we got a table. Table got 4 legs, but let's just say one of the legs is shorter than the other one. Now we got weight over here, more extensive weight on these other 3 legs, opposed to this short leg right here. You know, so what you want to do is when you have that baby, that birthday plan needs to include, if it's a boy, he might be a private groundskeeper. If he's a private groundskeeper, then this is what how much his equipment is gonna cost. This is what his startup is gonna cost. This is what he gonna need to do. Da 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 da. Your daughter, if it's a woman, she might be your private maid. She might be your private housekeeper. She might be your private babysitter. She might be your private assistant, your private accountant. That might be the same for your wife. She's your private accountant, your private assistant, your private secretary. Your entire house is private, right? That's why you got the door closed. That's why it got a door on it. Okay. After that has to in front of a constitutional judge. I don't know what we talking about right now, big dog. Then after the children, it's time to
Your
wake up.
birthing
Do
plan
not
don't have to
consume.
go in front of a judge.
Oh no, no, no. Your birthing plan don't have to go in front of a judge. No. I mean, it wouldn't be a problem. I ain't gonna lie to you. Well, shit, fuck it. Hell yeah, your birthing plan, the land deed. Instead of you having a birth certificate, you need to go in there with a blank deed to your child already. I mean, that's just real shit. Going, you and your man's going there with a birthing plan, going there with a deed to the child. You understand? and have the hospital witness your documents instead of you witnessing their documents. Instead of you being identified as a parent on their documents, they can actually just instead MCO MSO, manufacturer certificate of origin, manufacturer statement of origin. You are the manufacturer, beloved. If you go if you go on Ford and you put in a order for a vehicle, you either got to create the car or it's gonna be a new excuse a used vehicle. If you create the car, then that means you're gonna put your mind into how you want this vehicle did created such and such, and then you have to put in the order for that vehicle. When you put in an order for that vehicle, they're gonna create a title for that order as proof of purchase, proof of claim, proof of sale, proof of laid, and so on and so forth. So we do them what they be. Yes, yes, that's exactly what you do. That is exactly what you do. Instead of allowing them to do it to you, you do it to yourself. You make sure you control your own records. No one can escape divine justice, not even the lawmakers. I don't think you want to hold them to any crimes if you abating and abetting with them. Why you think the Father being so patient? We're in the fraud with him. He told us, "Come ye out of her, lest you partake in her sins." We got to come out of it first. Then you can go into what you just spoke of, which is First Corinthians 6, chapter 1 through 4. I mean, chapter 1, chap, chapter 6, verses 1 through 4, where it states you're going to judge the angels. We're supposed to be self-governed. You were assigned to be. You were placed here on this terrain to be. Absolutely. Father, did I give you a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, so you can commit and create orders. But, like I told you, and I keep showing you, you can't get beside yourself. Psalms 83 and 6, for I have said, ye are gods, nonetheless ye shall die like men. So don't get beside yourself. You still flesh. You can still bleed. Motherfucker still bing, 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 bang, bang. You know what I'm saying? So don't get beside yourself. Don't come outside of this world. Bringing God outside of this world becomes wickedness. You're supposed to be inside. It's self-governed, autonomous, autochthonous, autograph, automobile. Auto means self. Auto means self, beloved. You know, in order to be self, it's a great song. Gotta build it every day, like, yeah. People are hurting, so I made it my business to take a trip down the hill and pay that devil a visit. I had to put a face with all these stories that I've been hearing. What do you know? Let me just say. Now that little rat. God threw me a mirror. OMG, this ain't me. When I look, I see me. I asked God, what do this mean? I'ma tell you what he told me. Remember when you was a kid? In those cartoons you would see an angel on the right, a devil on the left, and in between was the one who made the choice to do right or to do wrong, proving that good and evil was inside of you all alone. The devil is a personification of you and your lowest nature. Beat that look off of your face. This ain't no ish that I can make up. I hope I'm not losing you. I know this may sound new to you, but the kindness of distance is making it hard to get through to you. Get you uncomfortable, yeah, that's what I was sent to do. So I'm trying to help y'all out. I'm trying to figure out how to say this to y'all. I'm saying when you were born, once again, when you were born, okay, you got off of your mother's ship. You got off of your mother's ship or your mother's hip. That's where the baby sit at, right, women? Baby be hard on your back, it be heavy, it be sitting right here on your hip. Hey man, they still. What would be proof of executorship? The birth certificate. Do you mean right now? I mean, you coming in with a woman with a baby. Catch the baby, absolutely. I couldn't agree more. Absolutely. I'm definitely catching mine. But yes, what would be proof of executorship? It would be your birthing plan, beloved. Thank you. Shalom. But yeah, it'd be the birthing plan you come in with, the the land deed or deed of land, or yeah, deed of land. You want to come in with a deed of land, a deed of name, and a deed of signature. Okay? The deed of land, all these motherfuckers should have a $10 stamp on the back of the motherfuckers, canceled out. Man, y'all need to get in class, gang. Y'all need to get in class. Y'all trying to
Hey,
have some babies?
in a nutshell, when you
You hear
go
me?
into
Y'all
the
trying to have some babies?
hospital and have your baby, you go from being a biological parent to a legal parent.
You
That's
hear
because you
me?
sign it over, and then you sign it over all the papers, and they tell you, "Oh, just sign here." Oh, yeah, this is. They be like, "Oh, yeah, this is just saying that baby's healthy, and we did some tests." Oh, yeah, so
Mm-mm.
this is just saying that you consent for us to do this. Oh, yeah, this is just saying, and we get tied up in that, and we just be signing and taking their word for it. That's what they trained to do. But the
She's
minute you
unconscious. She don't even
say,
know what she got going on.
right, but
I
the
bet
minute
none of
you
y'all would have
say,
did that.
nah, I don't want to sign this, what they do? They go call the police on you and they say you can't leave.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I call bullshit, and I call bullshit because my first child, I'm sorry, my second child, that's exactly shit. Goddamn it, we told the public beforehand. I went viral for telling them folks I'm not getting my baby circumcised at the house. Excuse me, I'm getting my baby circumcised, and I'm also not getting my baby a birth certificate and a social. Man, them people wish death, and what I mean by wish death, y'all gonna get locked up. The police gonna do this. They not gonna let y'all leave the hospital. It was so much shit people were saying, folks. And we went through with that shit and walked the fuck up out of there. They asked us what was the baby name. We ain't got one. We don't know. What the fuck you gonna do? You gonna make me put one down? How the fuck you gonna hold me hostage in the hospital till I give you one? That's bullshit.
Listen, hey, I ain't never seen nobody do it. Everybody always be like, man, Bree, they wouldn't let me do this. I'm like,
Oh,
shit.
that's on my soul. That's on my soul.
Yeah, I believe.
That's on
I
my soul.
believe.
Witnessed it personally. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because we wasn't planning on going to the hospital anyway. We tried to do it at home, but things got complicated. We should do a deed of title also. That's what the deed of name. That's what the deed of signature, and that's what the deed of land is, beloved. My friend had two sons and she refused to be sick. Absolutely. She at home at the crib. We ain't get no shots. Yeah, we ain't do none of that shit, bro. So did you get your baby EIN? No, for what? And the baby under trust. Why your baby need a business number and he under my business? They call CPS. God, so what the fuck? So call CPS for what? That's stupid. But I'm gonna tell you why they was able to call CPS because of the regular live birth. Regular live birth is proof that the new blood came, and then they also put the baby inside the newspaper. Man, they making claim to the property. Yeah, because CPS couldn't make a claim to it. They don't. The birth certificate is proof that you're registering the citizenship at the state. You're docking it. You're when you register some shit, vote. It's like you saying, "All right, y'all, we just got off the boat. Appreciate it, man. Y'all hold the boat down, though." And then y'all come back to the boat, but y'all ain't got no motherfucking vessel papers. You don't come back with the birth certificate. You don't come back with the social. You don't come back with nothing. You just go back to driving the boat and shit. Then you get pulled over. Then you get hammed up at the stock station or the lighthouse or something. And now you fucked up. Now you don't know what to do. Now you producing all these certificates of. Where are the originals? Oh man, they back at the dock. But yeah, man, if you ain't got no birth certificate, you can't get put on child support. If you ain't got no, that don't make you a bad father because you ain't gonna get put on the birth certificate. Fuck.
They don't shut on. They be telling me, don't sign that.
Don't sign that goddamn document.
Please don't
Don't
sign that
sign it
birth
if you don't know nothing
certificate.
about it. And then once the baby is born, you gonna get your child legitimized. And so you bank
Yep.
under trust with promising us ability to say that's the goal, beloved. We all do, Kimpo. We all do. The goal is learning how to use your securities. You move in trust, Kimpo. I mean, that's technically not a question. How do you move, bro, in trust or EIN? A trust is a business. A EIN is a business. So you're moving in business. It's just, are you saying private business or public business? Because the EIN, in order to obtain the EIN, you had to give a domestic social security number. Is your trust a foreign grantor where you don't have one? Is your trust private where it's identified by registered mail number? Is your trust private where it's identified doing business as the foreign grantor's number? He said the EIN is a trust number. Oh, her son's are 4 and 5 and she refuses to send them to school and they are smart. Absolutely, man. Anything registered and property to the state, yeah, it's property of the state. Absolutely. Know who you are not to be a surety. There's nothing wrong with you being a surety, beloved. You know what I'm saying? I promise you, there's nothing wrong with you being a surety. If you're going to be the surety, then you need to learn, excuse me, as the surety, you need to understand how to operate and move in your benefit. It's called subrogation. Do you move private or do you move public? They exist at the same time, folks. Your house is private on the public street. Your living room is private room and a private room for the public in your house. Private and public exist at the same time, beloved. I mean, does that make sense though? You get what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be a dickhead to none of y'all. You dig what I'm saying? I'm just speaking in proper terms. You know what I'm saying? She is teaching them about equity in Arabic alphabet. Hey, I would say if you got babies, she suggest to her to teach her babies proper syntax grammar. It don't matter what language you study, and if you don't know proper syntax grammar, if you're speaking that language wrong, you know what I'm saying? Like they taught us, I just changed my name, Andrew Majority. I wasn't gonna get no social security. All right, look, I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna give you one, Kinvo. I'm gonna give you one. You say you got your name changed, huh? All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. Proper syntax grammar. Parse is parts of speech. Say is speech in Latin. So what you want to do, beloved, mainly go big, right? Is or make NY go big. I don't know. But big dog, if I may.
Oh, I
If
thought
I
I was
may.
on
I'm
mute.
just
My
call you
bad.
big dog. I'm just call you big dog. All right, so you got your name changed. You need to go to Social Security. You need to alert. You need to, cause see, listen. And if you ever watched the, if you ever watched the movie, goddamn, The Wizard of Oz. All right, they telling y'all the devil has the obligation to tell you the truth. Okay, how he tells you the truth is up to his discretion. Okay, this is why when he give you a medicine commercial, at the end of it, you hear motherfuckers say some fast shit, real fast. He telling you all the shit that's gonna fuck you up though. Okay, or if he don't do it like that, it's gonna be real distorted at the bottom of the screen. You can't see it, but you can see it, and then it go by real fast. He told you though. You can't say he didn't tell you. Okay, now you got your name changed, right? In the movie The Wizard of Oz, Dorothy did not wake up in Kansas. You were not born into the real world. You were born into this world of fiction. You were baptized, I'm sorry, as I was explaining from the beginning. Okay? You were baptized. Your mama put your real name on a certificate of live birth. They converted that document. They put it in the system. They killed that name and then they rebirthed a corporate name. A corp, CORP, a body, a dead entity. All right? Absolutely. Come on. Shalom, beloved. You gotta come to the mic and vote.
Hey, I'm finna get off
Hey,
here. I gotta take a nap. But I have enjoyed listening thus far. May y'all have a good class. And if y'all need some assistance with your public records request, don't hit up me. Hit up Kazaa.
Don't hit Kazaka up neither. Don't hit
Not no,
Kazaka up neither. Don't
well,
hit
shit.
Kazaka up neither.
They should have had their notebook out then.
All you need to do is learn some letters. FOIA, FOIA,
Yes,
Freedom
that's
of
it.
Information Act, and you can put in the of Information Act anywhere.
Yeah, just look it up for your state.
Pick the important places.
I holler
All
at you.
right, but no sweat. Shalom, beloved. Thank you as well. Um, so I kind of forgot what it was. The name change, Dorothy. You didn't wake up in Kansas when you were born. That was you waking up in the dead. That was you waking up in the land of Oz. Now, if y'all look at my TikTok, folk, man, fuck with me, man. I've been trying to show y'all this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all gotta share that shit, cuz. You feel me? Go on my TikTok and look at them video clips of the Wizard of Oz, especially the black one, like they telling you. You know what I'm saying? So I have a hearing on November 4th. All right. So shalom, sister. So when you all right, I guess I think that's the sister. I'm sorry, oh brother, shalom. Nonetheless, all right. So they're gonna ask you why you want to get your name changed. Just tell them you want to go back to your mother and father. All right. On this shalom notary. On this name change, did you change your name or just like how did you change your name? Let me ask you that. You ain't put it in John Doe format. Any remedies for support? I don't understand that. Support is an opportunity for what though? What do you need an opportunity for? It was Willie Eugene Ramos. Okay, you took it from there and you brought it to where? Did you just change the punctuation? Boy, change the name to Tango 9. Alright. No sweat. Okay. The judge gonna ask you if you running from any charges or tax liabilities or things like that. Make sure you tell them no, that ain't why you changing your name. Tell them whatever reason you changed your name to Tango 9. Goddamn it. So we're writing a notice when we refer to our cap. We got Jane Doe. No, you are alive. That name insinuates you're dead. You never wrote your name in all capital letters. We'll refer. Okay. So after you get your name changed, Tango, you heard, you're gonna go to Social Security, and instead of taking them an SS5, you're gonna take them an SS5 FS. On the FS5 FS, they're gonna ask you 3 questions on the first question. They're gonna ask you the account name, and they're gonna ask you the name on the birth certificate if it's different from the name above, and any other names. I'm gonna tell you this: don't change the account name. Leave the account name the name that it's always been. Just give them a different birth name. And then in that third name, beloved, don't give them your aliases. In that third name, beloved, master, king, ruler, judge, general, give yourself high titles of nobility. Shalom. Does this have anything to do with the UCC? I'm trying to understand the big picture. What's the UCC, beloved? If you could, if you can explain what you're talking about, I may be able to have the conversation with you. Steve's in the brand. We've been discussing the Uniform Commercial Code this entire time. What article? It's 9. I mean, excuse me, it's 11 of them. SS5FS. And yes, do not change the account name. What article of the UCC? The bigger picture is the UCC. If you read all 9 articles, Ether, they discuss from the beginning of how to even sign the contract down to securing the contract. Uniform Commercial Code is on his own site. More than likely to be on the law of Cornell. More than likely to be codified in USC, the US code. More than likely it'll be titled or codified in Title 31, 18, 21, 11, and 12 of the Uniform Commercial Code. You can also find UCC codes in the IRS manual. I'm drafting my initial complaint for state court under CPA Consumer Protection Act and UCC. Okay. Are you making a claim or complaint? There's a difference. What time is it? Are you making a claim or complaint, beloved? We have classes, fam. I have my trust recorded. Putting the AG, SOS, Secretary of State, Attorney General, IRS on notice now. But I want to. A UCC 1 financing statement is a respect of persons document. Learn how to barter in bank. Can't see that. Oh, I'm sorry. Like, how do I establish and record a trust? I place my restricted endorsement and claim the papers or order paper or poster bearer paper. You had to go to classes. You had to go to some classes, man. Nah, I teach this. I teach this stuff, people. I'm a DM fan. Appreciate you. Yeah, no sweat. Because it ain't no sense in gatekeeping. I know it don't matter how much information I tell y'all, the forms, y'all still gonna get. Everybody. You know, it is what it is. And we ain't tripping. But yeah, if you click my link, yep, everything he just said for free. Yep. Do you have to correct your status? By committing to those documents, that is correctional status. But you have to understand what is your status. You have a marital status, you have a political status, you have a head of household type shit. Like, the status is where you stand. You know? Absolutely. But yeah, we have to just we gotta understand these words. Most of the three important when I first came in was status, standing, and agency. I was trying to get out of a court case. I beat the court case. I went to jail. But as I asserted myself, they can only hold you in jail without proper claim for 3 days. Same like Christ. Death can only hold you for 3 days, you know. You say I'm trying to create my jurisdiction. You did when you created your trust and you placed yourself inside of it. That makes sense, beloved? Gotta change your political status. There's many ways you can do so. Just want to be able to create a trust so that I can operate privately. You already got a trust created for you to operate privately. You just don't know how to use it privately. You willy-nilly your social security. So if you don't know how to not use your social security publicly, you're gonna use that trust number that private trust number publicly as well too. So you're gonna put yourself back in the same boat. He says, so how do I use it? Use it as a steward. Understand what a steward is. Use it as the benefactor. Learn to not want to have ownership to everything. Ownership is liability. I don't have a computer or printer or internet. Use your voice. The Bible says speak to the wind. Are you speaking of a hindrance or something? You saying what you can't do? We'll stop this. These are recorders. These are speakerphones. This is a microphone. What are we talking about? This is your motherboard. Circuitry. What are we talking about? What about proxy? The proxy will be the trust, beloved. Your proxy will be your trust. You know? No, you sound like you can't do it. Manifest, man. As a steward, bet I research, I have control of everything, own nothing. Absolutely. Let the trust own it. Let the trust make sure it takes the liability. It takes the fall. Just trying to understand that. No sweat. And as I said, I don't mean to sound like a dickhead to none of y'all, but I'm a stern, firm brother. You understand? I have no intentions to hurt you, harm you, belittle you, demean you. I want to grow you. So as men, especially as men, we got to make sure we conquer that emotional state. We don't lead. We don't live in our emotions. We understand them. We use them as guides. No sweat. Seems like a lot of different ways to do so. I'm confusing the different types of. I would say that'd be more so what a lot of people are doing because they're looking for processes and they're looking for methods rather than the understanding. I'm sorry, not the understanding. They're looking for somebody else's way of doing things opposed to creating these methods and processes for themselves because it's all about the principle. The same principles apply. As long as you stay in line with the law, how you do it doesn't matter. And it doesn't support the form, it supports the intent. You know? Does that make sense, you guys? If you won't mind, please share it loud. Okay, that's what I understand. The creation portion is why I'm confused. Think about sex. Think about sex. Did you and a woman come to an agreement to have sex? My aim is to rebut the presumption of bearer paper. Why? Yeah, people are mixing methods instead of learning what it is they are actually creating. Absolutely. Don't want to mess something up. You need to get into the knowledge of Latin. Nunc pro tunc. NUC PROTUNC. How do we access our trust at the postal service? You ain't got a printer. You ain't got a You ain't got a lot of stuff. I don't even think you can get to the post office to even worry about that. You ain't got no internet. You ain't got the printer. You gotta figure something out, Campo. It's contract. Everything is. How do I move properly in contracts? Sign them properly. I can't give you answers, Alice and Susan, for you don't have these things, so it'll be a bit difficult. You know, I was being funny. I really was. Okay, but you need to do a certificate of transfer, lease, and title of your trust at the post office if that's what you want to understand. It's a certificate of title of trust and lease agreement. But in order to do that, you need a PO box. You need to be renting a PO box. Your individual needs to actually quote unquote live there. That's the whole point in the post office. So you can do your executive administration. They got a child support office. They got a food stamp office. They got a clerk of court office. They got offices everywhere where they do their administration. You the only one operating out of your house because you ain't got the internet, because you ain't got printers and computer paper. Ignorance is not bliss at all. You won't hear you got internet. Ain't nobody motherfucker responding to that motherfucker, goddamn. Appreciate you, Free to Be. I appreciate you, beloved. Absolutely. Yeah. Loud up enough. Hey man, if I'm helping y'all out, help me out. Shut a lot, beloved. I'm not trying to be mean to you all. It's a bit of you all that's been in here for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? It's only 13 shares. Get me right. Other than my phone, I mean, when you don't got your phone on you. Endorsement versus endorsement. Endorsement is on the front, INE endorsement, like endorphin is on the back, beloved. So you have to learn how to accept it, then you have to learn how to control it and relay it on the back. That's what we was just looking at right here. Let me show you what we talking about. There you go right there for your endorsement questions. With more than 5 friends. Is that what you mean by how to sign them? Yeah, right here. I appreciate you all. I truly do. Thank you. But yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is how you would sign your endorsement. But you have to get familiar with what's a blank endorsement, a special endorsement, a qualified endorsement, and a restrictive endorsement. All right. As I told you, y'all, man, if y'all look at my If y'all look at my in my classes when I show y'all what I be studying and stuff, man, my bookmark tab, my items tab of my website on Safari for the phone, for the iPhone joint on the internet, it's all UCC codes, bro. I don't watch porn. I watch a little bit of TV, but I don't look, I don't do no goofy shit, man. I'm studying the law. I'm trying to protect my children. I'm trying to protect y'all. I'm trying to protect myself. I'm saying the Bible says, let every man work out his own salvation. How you gonna protect the house of God if your house ain't protected? How can you help the people if you ain't doing it, if you ain't helping yourself? Okay. It says, okay, the way you study this, how do I study that way? You can't study how I study. You are not me, beloved. What resources? Okay, so I'm gonna send, please, if y'all would like access to my Telegram, you know what I'm saying? Send me a message, bro. Send me a message and I'll send you the link to my Telegram. I would say for anybody in the beginning of all of this stuff, please study the legalese. The legalese is called the language of law. As I said, I got a class that's coming up. I just extended the submission and even the early bird date. I even have an investment opportunity. If you bring 3 people to my class that sign up, your class is free or you get a full refund for your class. Straight up. The class is for 2 months, 8 weeks, you know. And the goal is at the end of this is my second mentorship of WOA. What was called War on Equity. This is showing you what's been going on with you and how to correct these things. You know what I'm saying? But if you click my profile and you go into the job form, you can sign up. It show you how to commit payment to PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, yada yada yada. We have to understand donate. All right, donate. 2 words. Donation business. We gotta understand how to operate privately together. You know, not only that, we gotta understand how to contract. Before you can contract with somebody else, you gotta learn how to contract with yourself. If you're not handling your social security number properly, ain't nobody gonna want to deal with you. Seriously. That's why your credit report is so important. It's your jacket in this public world. It's looking at all of the badges, the holes, the patches on you. You know what I'm saying? It's the Telegram link in the bio and in the class where I learn how to liquidate accounts. No, you're not gonna learn how to liquidate accounts. You're not a broker. It's not the goal. What you will learn is how to become the fiduciary. I'm sorry, as the fiduciary, how to become the executor and beneficiary, and how to appoint the others as the fiduciary trustees over yourself and over your entity. You're going to correct the origins of the social security number, the name, the account, the responsible party. You're going to correct the address. You're going to bring everything over to the ownership of the living man and or his trust. And then what I would suggest for you, brother, instead of liquidating accounts, that just doesn't sound proper. Okay. If I were a banker, I wouldn't understand nothing that you're talking about. Okay. So your goal is not to liquidate the accounts, but as the principal trustee in possession of the property, you want to invest. You want to learn how to exchange, trade, and barter your investments. That's your goal. Now, once you successfully, before you liquidate the account, have you assessed the account? And before you answer that question, do you even know what it means to assess the account, beloved? Okay. So I will do this for you. You got your name changed. When you get your exemplified copy back from the judge, you want to take that down to Social Security. When you take it down to Social Security and you get your guardianship, they're gonna change your status. Once you get your name changed from leasee to leaseor, you now no longer are renting the Social Security number. You are now renting it out. So now you're going to start receiving for people using your Social Security number instead of you paying people. But you need that guardianship, conservatorship, or receivership over the name first. The purpose in the class that I have coming up is to show you how to become how to get into that status. I can't teach you how to be a man. You know what I'm saying? That comes from you with observation, that comes from you with experience, and that comes from you delegating wisdom and authority in your own life. You know, does that make sense, beloved? As I said, I'm not meaning to be an asshole or a dickhead to nobody, you know what I'm saying? But we need to be spoken to properly like this. You know, you dig what I'm saying? But nonetheless, you guys, I'm gonna give it to you one more time, right? So when you get your name changed, you need to go to SSA, SS5. Now your tone is on point. We appreciate you, God. Shalom, beloved. All is well. All right. So when you go to SSA, you know what I'm saying? What you're gonna do is you're gonna do that SS5FS. You feel me? The forms that I'm helping you complete, that I'm helping you overcome. All right, absolutely. I appreciate you, brother. All right. So the forms that I'm helping you overcome, commit to, I'm showing you, I'm giving you comprehension and understanding, education and entertainment of is the 8832 entity. Yeah, yeah, okay. So I'm sorry. The forms that I'm helping you commit to is the 8832 entity classification. Okay, you weren't cognitive of the choices that your mother was making when she did all that shit. She wasn't cognitive. You know what I'm saying? More than likely, probably your daddy wasn't there and he wasn't cognitive, meaning they didn't know, they didn't understand. Okay, so you want to go back and do what's called nunc pro tunc now for then. You want to correct the record. What was done back then, you want to fix right now. Okay, so 8832 is entity classification. We want to reclassify the entity, giving it one single owner, or you might even have a parent company. You know, but all of these things are explained in my class. I'm just giving you an overview, Kimbo. All right, you want to do a 8821 and a 2848. This is what's going to give you your authorization to view the tax account for the taxpayer, and it's also going to give you power of attorney over the taxpayer itself. Okay, you have to understand, and I'm sure you do. Forgive me for those who do, and I don't know who doesn't. Okay, but nonetheless, communicate to the ignorant for their own instructions. Absolutely. So what we have to understand is that you are not your social security person. You have all. If you have an account, then somebody's got to be the accountant. You're not an account. You're not a piece of paper with a name on it. You represent those things. That's why you're the one who appears in court like a ghost, like a dummy. You appear when you get summoned. Okay? So 2848 and the 8821 is going to give you shalom, beloved. Okay? You don't do a 2848 for a trust. And you got to go read the purpose of these forms. This is why we need to be in class. I ain't going to lie to you. You don't do a 2848 for a trust. 2848 is for taxpayers. 2848 is going to give you power of attorney as a separate disregarded entity from the taxpayer. The other one was the 2848, power of attorney and authorization to view the tax codes would be the 8821. Those two forms accompany each other along with your power of attorney, beloved. Okay? I did one for my trust and they told me I didn't need to do it, but still, I'm telling you why. Because you don't do 2848s for trusts and estates. So let's keep going. You're going to do an 8832. You're going to do an 8821, 2848. You're going to do an 8822 and you're going to change the name of the responsible party. At first it was your mama. Well, shit, it might have been the state. We don't know. But we finna make sure it's now you or your trust. You're going to do an 8822B and you're going to change the address. It more than likely was where you were born, that hospital. Or if you filed taxes on that joint, 9 times out of 10 is going to be the license. The address on your license. But you're going to change it to your post office address, your office of administration, where they can find the executive trustee, where they can find the trust. Okay? Just like in the streets, beloved, if you ever sold dope, you know what I'm saying? No round folks who sold dope, we don't shit where we sleep. You understand that? You don't sell drugs out of the same house your kids sleeping. That doesn't make sense. You don't want bookies coming to your house. You don't want fiends coming to your house. You don't want people looking for money, looking for you, looking for product coming to your house. Now that you are in this banking world, now that you are inside of this commercial world, the white collar world, you need to understand that you don't need no bills, no bill collectors. You don't need those entities coming to your house where you sleep, where you stay. Those are threats. All right. So you're gonna do an 8822B, and you're gonna change the address. All right. Then you're gonna do a Form 56. This is where you come in, man. You're gonna do a Form 56. Form 56 is for trust and estate. The reason you're doing a Form 56 is so you can have an entity to operate, that they can have an entity to communicate with in their dead fictitious world. You understand what I'm saying? Then you want to do a Form 56F, and you want to make your trust your bank. Because you finna have possession of all your credits. You finna have your inheritance. That's what so this is the goal. This is your war on equity. They're in possession of your inheritance, investing your shit, using your shit, paying for school rolls and houses, and you out this bitch suffering in debt. But that's because you're a child and you know how to claim it, so you know how to cry about things. Understand? Okay. So then you're gonna do a W8BN, beneficial ownership. Somebody is withholding from you. If you go to your job and they're taking taxes, that's a withholding. If they're taking FICA, if they're taking whatever from you, if they're withholding it from you, if they're not giving you the fullness of what the damn agreement stated. When you signed the contract, you didn't sign for all of them taxes. Is that? Okay. So you're gonna file the W8B, and you're gonna give that form also. You make sure all these documents gonna get stamped with the IRS. You're gonna do a W8IMY, and you're gonna make your bank your intermediary. Intermediary is the individual in the middle. You want to make sure you are as far away from the Social Security person as possible. You don't own them, neither are you it itself. You just use it. You only use it for family, personal, and household purposes. All right, now with a list of other documents, your reservation of rights. Shorty, the sister above you, she put the answer. Your reservation of rights, your declaration of will, your acceptance, your certificate of trust, your certificate of memorandum. You got to understand all of these documents are your Bible, beloved. This is your book. This is your story. You're literally telling them from the day with that and all of those forms I explained to you guys. It's a story. It's a story, y'all. Starting from your beginning, which is why you got to reclassify the entity. They told your story when you were first born. They actually reset your existence when you were first born. You was alive for 10 months in your mama womb. You have an Earth Day. We all got an Earth Day. You got a conception date. We coming up on what's called the New Year, huh? Can anybody tell me what's that mean? Is that really a New Year? No sweat, beloved. December 31st, is that the end of a year? I just nationalized me and my baby, so I'm just waiting to make those moves. Beloved, if you've nationalized yourself, you're an important figure. You need to bring yourself back to the land now, sweetheart. I'm sorry, sister. I just nationalized me and my baby, so I'm just making, yeah. There's no need to wait. It's really in the spring, absolute. Okay, so what is December 31st? That's the end of what year? Or what kind of year? What type of year? That's true, God, major blessings. Everyone deliver us, very much appreciated. No sweat, look. And I I don't know where you are. I do consultations, you guys. I'm saying I understand there's a lot of people I got a group of 300 people.
Am I on?
But
You can hear me?
yeah, you hear it, Ken
Oh,
folks. Shalom,
greetings,
shalom. My
brother.
apologies.
Yo, no doubt,
Shalom.
man. Yo, man, I ain't gonna lie. I found you on TikTok, and ever since I found you, I've just been happy to, you know what I mean, hear what you have to say and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I've been studying this information for a little while and shit, and I keep like for years I've been hitting bumps. Like I learned this, like I first learned about it in jail, and then secure party creditor and all that weird stuff came out. And I'm the type of person I don't just jump and do things. I like to sit here and like observe and do my own research. So after I realized all the secure party creditor stuff is all crazy and it's all really trust. You know what I mean? I realized that I needed to get something done. So for a few years, I've been listening to all types of teachers, paying thousands and thousands of dollars. Joe in the Bay, who else? Just a few other teachers. I don't even want to really say too many names, but yeah, I finally completed my trust and all that. Now I'm just trying to like at this point, I'm trying to. I did the enterprise trust enterprise. I'm just trying to like understand these forms you got going on right here because I know there's a lot of forms. I understand the 8832 entity reclassification. You know what I'm saying? I basically got my trust reclassified. I mean, I basically got my one of my trusts reclassified with that EIN, whatever the case may be, that owns it. So basically, the trust owns that, and I'm just basically trying to do probably a loan. What's it called? What you call it? Accord of satisfaction for my freaking student loan. Basically, what I'm trying to do right now, and just like operate this trust.
Max, your question. Say you got to trust. This gonna be for the other brother that say he got to trust as well. I don't mean to put y'all on the site, and we're gonna get back to the new year in just a second, beloved. So you said you got to trust, right, Kevin?
Right.
You got a deed of conveyance.
A deed of conveyance. So basically that's me conveying over my property to the trust. I don't think I have that, but I have a trust. I have it filed in Georgia. So that's not it.
Wow, that's offensive.
Wow. Right.
Oh, Jesus.
Never ignorant getting goals accomplished.
We gonna report you. Hold on. For the Haiti hate. The good Haiti hate. All right, so
Yeah, so basically filing a trust down at the county at the court is not basically having a trust.
I'm gonna get you right. Yeah. That ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. I'm gonna get you right. So the question that I'm asking you is actually what's gonna get you right. So, do you have a deed of sale?
No.
Do you have a deed of transfer?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna do you like this. Y'all forbid, hypothetically speaking, long time from fucking now. If you were to pass, the reason you set up that trust was to protect your property, right?
Right.
Do you have a will?
All right, is a deed of transfer and a declaration of trust to say okay, so
Nope.
all right.
That's why they named two different things, big dog.
Mm.
Do you have a will, Kevin?
No.
Okay. So the point in setting up this trust was so living trust, irrevocable trust, it wouldn't matter, Mary Lou. The point of setting up this trust was to protect your property, to keep it from going into probate, right? Probate is the court to keep them from administering your shit, to fucking with your shit, right? Okay. 90% of the people with a trust fuck up in this one part right here. They never transfer ownership. They create trust. They file the trust. They get EINs. They try to do banking. They may even be successful with banking. But if they were to pass, all of their property will go, it will be considered dying intestate. Okay? Not only do you need to have a trust, beloved, you need a will. Okay? A trust protects property. The will is making claim and ownership to what?
The property.
The property. You feel me? So if you don't have property in the trust, what money do the trust got? What asset, what value? If the trust is a vehicle, the license plate to be the EIN, the gas to be the assets inside of it that give it value to access to go somewhere, huh?
All right, so TCUs. I have my trust has TCUs. That's trust certificate units, and I have like basically my birth certificate and all that stuff in there in that. So
How do what's your proof? Give me some prima facie, and I don't want to
like, I
see
have
anything.
I have a certified court document from Georgia. I mean what you call it, Fulton County, Georgia, a certified trust document
Sir,
with all of
so
the
where's
you know what I'm saying, with
where's
all of the
proof
stuff
that
that's
I'm trying to get you to see me real quick.
where's the proof that I have these things?
Two different persons, right? He say, look, bro, I'm gonna create a trust and hold all your shit. He say, hell yeah, I'm fucking with that. They signed a contract together. He don't never give him his shit though. So what the fuck is he doing?
Yeah. But ain't
His
this
purpose was for
all an
his shit.
illusion and fictitious anyway? It's all on paper anyway. So I'm trying to understand like where's the backing of their I mean, like even them, like they got a lot of shit too. Like where's their proof?
I got you. I got you. Let me have you out. You know, this is where we started. You see that word right there, huh?
Infant.
You ever had a baby? You got kids, Kimbo?
Yeah, I got a kid. I got a daughter.
You took baby girl to the I mean you delivered baby girl at the hospital?
For sure.
Did they make her stand on a piece of paper?
No, I didn't see all that part, but I didn't even sign the birth certificate, honestly.
No sweat. But do your baby have a
I'm pretty sure
certificate of
she
live
does.
birth
Yeah, the landmarks.
with her feet prints on it?
It's the landmarks, right?
That's your corporate seal. That was your signature.
Man.
So you did agree. As I told you, that's the reason we doing all them forms I was speaking of, because you weren't cognitive. You were conscious, you just weren't cognitive of what the fuck was going on. There was no true meeting of the minds. When was the motherfucker gonna tell you that you was doing all of this shit?
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Which is why you got to nunk pro tunk. Is why you got to come back and correct the record. You did.
Right.
Now,
Yeah, because I spent a couple hundreds of dollars doing this shit, so I just feel like, is this something that I might have to do all over?
I'm sorry. Do what?
Like just
No. You ain't gotta do nothing over. It's just you gotta
I just have to get
make
that deed
proper
of
claim, big
transfer.
guy. Yeah, make proper claim. Okay, hold on. Okay, it's a living trust, or it's it's an inter vivos. It's a living trust.
No, it's an irrevocable foreign trust. I got a foreign trustee and all that.
You know what you're doing, Kinfolk?
What am I doing, Kinfolk?
I ain't saying you're doing nothing wrong. I'm just asking. Do you know what you're doing?
I mean, I did some research. I mean, I paid for some classes. Yeah, like basically, I kind of know what I'm doing, but I don't have all the information. I'm gonna be honest, like that's why I'm here with you right now. Like honestly, like even the new forms, like I know about a few forms only because I've been using them to do certain things and I've been learning about them. But like those other forms you talking about, like I have no idea what those other forms was about. So like even like I already know that one of those forms was like the transfer of like, you know what I'm saying, like I forgot the form you just said. Damn, I learned about it. But yeah, I'm just slowly learning about these forms because there's a lot of forms that these people are using that we're not using because we don't even have no idea what's going on.
No sweat. So this is in the book of Hosea chapter 2. You know what I'm saying? He says that he was going to lead y'all into the wilderness and there were going to be pastors and shepherds to speak tenderly to you. I got you. However, here we go. Do you got a Form 56 on the record?
I do not.
Trust in the state. You ain't got no authorization with the IRS with your trust.
Right.
Do you have a 2848 on the record for your calf?
I do not.
You ain't got no authorization to even represent the Social Security number.
Wow.
We're doing a lot without doing enough.
Yeah, so I see what these people do. What they do is they get you set up, and then they just it's like they string you along. They keep giving you pieces
the world is
of information.
It's too advanced, beloved. It's too advanced. It's too broad. It's the path is very narrow. I'm not gonna lie to you. However, that motherfucker long.
Yeah.
You hear me? And motherfucker long, dog. You gonna bump into people on the way. You gonna be able to. What we used to call that shit, goddamn Chinese skip motherfuckers in the line too. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
it's
This
I'm
type
just
of shit.
saying, but dog, like, don't get discouraged about nothing, okay?
Mhm.
Appreciate every step of your journey, okay?
Yeah, because I was thinking about doing the whole 440 for the class and shit. I'm just like, damn, is this another class that I'm just like, oh man. But I was thinking about just trying to do like the 45 for the week. It just like, you know what I mean? And just
And
like,
this is why I'm okay with, before I even give y'all my class, I'm explaining to y'all what I'm helping y'all do.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So that be up to you, beloved. As I say, I've expressed this as well. If you're gonna do the week thing, I'm not trying to keep up with who has and who has not made paper. You know.
Mhm.
So if you're gonna do that, at least make half.
Yeah, I want to do that
And we
because
need
it's more budgeting. Because I, you know what I'm saying, I got a whole business. I got a lot of shit that I'm
no
doing too.
sweat,
You know what I'm saying, and
no
that's the
sweat.
time I'm actually going to take to learn this because this is what I'm actually trying to do. Like you don't understand for years now. Like and even all this new information I get about it. You know what I'm saying? I got a bunch of videos. Like you know what I'm saying. I'm talking about videos after videos and teachers and all types of shit. Like I don't know if you heard of Jonah Bay, but he's one of the people. Another brother that he learned from too. Duval, what's his name? I forgot. 0% dude. I don't know if you heard of the 0%, but yeah, there's a lot of people out here, man. It's just like
I
yeah.
I don't necessarily discuss other teachers because I don't
Okay,
be in their
right,
classes. You know what I'm
right,
saying? And I ain't saying that you saying anything wrong or bad.
right,
It's
right.
just I ain't never been in their classes, beloved.
Nah, but the way you say it and the way you quote the Bible, bro, is like they would. It's just like I feel like some people be just I mean, like really holding back information, like because what you saying and how you really cross referencing the Bible and all that shit. I've heard it before from them and stuff, but not like how you say it. It's like they holding back. Like I feel like sometimes, like so they can
or
give it
maybe
to
not
you
know.
on the next $500 you pay, like you know what I'm saying, type shit. Like
Heard.
I mean, so
And that's what I realized. That's why I don't. I had to learn this for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I paid. I paid. It taught me a lesson. That's
mhm.
I paid to learn
Okay,
some fucking lessons.
yeah,
You heard
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah. I
paid
feel
to learn
like
some lessons, and I learned them. You know, there was some expensive ones.
yeah, expensive ones.
I learned to stop complaining about this shit. You dig what I'm saying? I got to get the fuck up and do it. You know, the
Right.
same thing somebody teaching these motherfuckers got from the internet, big dog. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Now it get deeper. You know what I'm saying? As I say, because the realm is so broad. We not even done. This is World
I
Equity
know.
Part
I
Two.
already trust me, yo, bro. Listen, I know. I told you I kept hitting a wall with this shit for years, bro. I'm 34
Mm-hmm.
years old right now, bro. Like I just turned
But my
34. I was learning this shit since I was like 18. I
word.
kept
I've
hitting
been on this
walls.
since 2017. I had started. I went to prison. Everybody, I ain't got no problem with that. I went to
Hmm.
prison when I was 15. You understand? I went to prison for 6 years, and I caught it being two different worlds. You can go to jail in prison, you can get the same charges in prison, so on and so forth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I started my at least conception of it's more than one world. It's some weird shit going the fuck on. All right, I get up out of there straight, good. I'm talking about good. I ain't getting nothing. Smoke a
Mhm.
little reefer, end up getting caught up, man. That shit made me hyperventilate, man. So I'm like, man, what the damn, y'all about the weed? I go to work, I just do, so I had to get myself out of trouble,
Right.
And I ran up on a video on YouTube. When I tell you, man, I watched this video and it was like an hour and 8 minutes long. I wrote everything this brother said down. I wrote it down. You hear me?
Mhm.
Still got that shit. Wrote it down, took it
You
to
actually
court the next
familiar with
day,
this too.
because I believed in it.
Yeah.
Believed in this shit, now. Took it to court the next day, and I mean, word for word, everything this white dude said the judge was gonna say, the judge was gonna do, he did it. He
Wow.
made this video at this time 8 years ago.
And that's what be happening. It be like that.
Man. So I'm talking about as I'm saying what I'm saying, I'm reading this shit off of my paper. Look back up, the judge say what he say. I say, hell no, my turn. Okay, boom. Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. So he even told me in the video. Now you're gonna get to a point where the judge is actually Black's Law Club.
Mhm.
He say, on my life, he speaks on things others don't speak on. So check it right. He goes into now at this point, you probably got the judge all irate. He mad. He probably want to send you to jail. And
Right.
Bobby, goddamn, he did. You hear me?
Wow.
He said he probably gonna say you're throwing it. He gonna throw you in jail for contempt of court. And I'll be goddamn, he did. Now, but watch
Wow.
this though. I had to keep my head. I had to keep my head. This is what he didn't say in the video. I had to think of this shit on my own. My girl at the time actually helped me. She said they sent me to jail for 2 charges: contempt of court and failure to appeal.
What? That's crazy.
That's 2
You was there.
contradictory charges, beloved. Was I fucking there or was I not?
But you wasn't.
Exactly.
The representation of
Exactly. You hear me? They threw the attorney. They threw me. I was only in there 3 days, and they gave me a 5-day sentence. They can only hold you for 72 hours if they don't have the ability to. You dig what I'm saying? Get out the 3rd day on a holiday. Get out on a holiday. Appear in court the next day. They dropped all the charges, including the ones I was going to court originally for.
Damn, man. I need that manuscript, man. Heard the
Shit,
brother.
I left that shit alone. You hear me?
Oh, wow.
Hey, man, I left that shit alone, G. As soon as that happened, it was enough to get what I needed done, but it wasn't enough for me to continue the path. You heard me? Because it scared me, it spooked me, it sent me to jail. I did 6 years, bro. I ain't trying to do, you know what I'm saying? Okay, so have my son, and the woman that I'm with at this point in time, she's like, okay, look, I'm fucking with you. If we not gonna do this, then how are we gonna do this? How are we gonna protect our kids? And so she started from now. 2021 October. No, 20. My son was born in 21. The end of 20 October. I've been on this shit heavy every fucking day. You understand, big dog? Every day.
I'm trying to get in there with you, man. Like, I'm trying to figure this shit out.
Because we're not supposed to be doing the things that we're doing. We're doing it wrong.
I already know. We're not even using the right side of the bill either. So,
you know, and that's as simple as understanding that there's a difference between credit. He said, I got some affidavits, UCC. I mean, it's all a matter of how you gonna use them. If you file the UCC with the state, but you ain't put it on record with the county with the prima facie, what's the point in that filing it with the state? You got to report the transaction on the financing statement in the county that the or sale happened in. That's how you pay your bills right there. That's how you pay your bills right there, big dog.
Wow. I did a non-UCC.
On what?
On the property of the trust. I made myself the secure party for the debitors, which was me and my fictitious my straw man. So long story short, the 2 debitors one of the debitors was me. One of the debitors was me again. One was in
Let's talk in proper persona. When you say the debtor is me, who is me?
The straw man.
Me is plural, right?
Right.
Just like the word you is plural.
So the debtor was the straw man.
Okay. Which straw man? A straw man is a third party entity.
As the one that they created for me.
Okay, so let's go back to it again. Your birth certificate person is the estate. Your social security person is the trust. When you say me, which one of those me's you talking about?
All right, so I put them both as debitors then. I put the birth certificate person, the person that was in the District of Columbia, and I put the person that was in the state registry, in the state that I was in that did the birth certificate as a debitor. So basically my state, wherever the court is, I'll use them as a debitor as well, but under my name. As my name. So the address, all right, so here we go. So the address for one debitor was located in the District of Columbia.
Let's do it like this. I'm gonna walk you down. All right.
I'm saying too much?
It just getting too much. If you miss out. Here we go. So this is me. Once again, you all, this is not financial or legal advice. I don't know any of y'all. This is all entertainment, education, and information that we all learned and found on the internet. All of you all found me on the internet. I'm not a lawyer. I ain't an attorney. Neither was I hired or employed by the United States. I am not a federal citizen. I am not a citizen of the United States. I am an American national. I represent myself. I am free of myself, by myself, to myself, with myself, and myself, for myself. All right, here we go. So if it were me, right, I would do a UCC over my birth certificate person. This UCC that I would do over my birth certificate person would be an agricultural lien, because I want to bring myself back to the land as the sole owner of the property. Let me ask you a question. How do you spell island, big dog?
Island.
How many words is that?
7.
Damn. That's 7 letters. How many
How
words
many
is
words?
the
My
word
bad.
ice?
One word.
You sure?
No, it's probably 2 words because
2
Island.
words. Is land. Who is?
I. You
Ah.
said who?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
trying to do I'm just trying to break it down a
We
little bit.
good. We good. We good. They loving this shit. Who is land?
I is lit.
Absolutely. Now, how do we know? How do we prove that you are an island or is land?
Because our body's full of water or something like that. I'm full of water.
Full of water, or is an island surrounded by water?
Okay, yeah, surrounded by water for sure.
What water?
Maritime,
Absolute, beloved. Good shit. Good shit. That means commercial, you guys. Commercial waters, currency. Okay,
Mhm,
you have a citizenship. Okay, we want to bring that ship to dock. We want to dock that ship, and we
mhm.
want to bring that vessel back to the land. You understand?
Yeah. See, you doing good, man. I'm telling you, they don't do it like that. I'm telling you, man. That's
Hey,
great,
man.
man.
Hey, man. Hey,
Uh-huh.
man. Don't be that, man. Real shit. It's it. It's it. Here we go. Here we go. All right, so I'm gonna do an ag lien, agricultural lien. Agriculture deals with farm land, right?
Mhm. Damn, it's so
Okay.
funny because they 100% preach, do not do agriculturally. They telling us that the United States got us and everybody in an agricultural lean right now. And you know what I'm saying? They actually show the agricultural lean that the United States has on all the people, all the real men, real women. And they even got the uno plural, that shit they got on the dollar bill. They got all of that shit, even the money up there as agricultural lean. So like when I
Mhm.
learned this shit, they told us don't do an agricultural lane. We were supposed to
A claim unrebutted stands as.
law.
So what are we doing? If you're making a claim, what would you be doing to their claim?
um Not destroying, but like you would be
Rebutting it.
buttoning.
You'll be coming against it.
Right.
Now, who can prove that you own you better than fucking you?
Right.
You think they gonna fight you about you?
No. They I mean they look probably not. Right.
Nope.
Probably not.
Nope. You know why? You ever read what's called TWIA, Trading with Enemy Act?
Wow. Yeah, I heard of it. Heard it with the Enemy Act.
Page 418, Section 9, subsection E. They not finna fight you for you.
Mm.
They want you to make your claim. They waiting on you to come take over your estate. They are trustees and they know they trustees.
Wow.
While you are gone, they're investing on behalf of you until you come and make your claim. You ever seen the movie Wizard of Oz?
Yeah.
Everybody was afraid of the wizard. I mean the Great Oz, right?
Yep.
Turns out he wasn't who everybody thought he was, right?
Right. Just a regular
Did
person.
he want to hurt Dorothy or did he want to help Dorothy?
He wanted to confuse Dorothy and use fraud on Dorothy. I
Are
mean,
you sure?
you talking about the
How when he
wizard,
gave
right?
her the
The
keys?
wizard?
Yeah. It was the witch that was trying to hurt Dorothy.
Oh, okay. Right.
Who was the wizard scared of?
The Wicked Witch.
The witches.
Mm,
The government ain't your enemy. The bank is.
right. Oh, so the
The
bank
bank
is
the one
actually the
stealing from you.
witches.
The bank is the one who the government indebted to. We
Wow.
have what's called a republic. The throw. Excuse me. To back the public. Re is to back throw. Excuse me. And public is us. And then you have the democracy. We created a system. The beginning of the Constitution starts with what 3 words in the preamble?
You said the Constitution start with what 3 words in the
Mm-hmm.
preamble?
Mm-hmm.
I have to go check that out off the top of my head. I can't tell you that.
We
The
the
people, right?
people.
We the
Who
people.
put the government in power?
The people,
Okay. So a corporation don't exist before its master.
right?
Correct? Okay. The corporation takes over in case the master falls, though. Right?
Mm, right.
Are we competent enough to take over our government?
No.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I got to relearn how to do this non-UCC too, because they specifically told us don't even do agriculture lean. It's supposed to be a non-UCC. It's
How
supposed
you
to be.
bring yourself back to the land if you don't claim your agriculture?
They said you're supposed to put it in as a financing statement to be filled in the real estate records.
That's how you do an agriculture lien. When you do a UCC3, they're gonna ask you, do you want to file it in a real estate record? I put my name on Jerusalem.
So, no, but there's a difference between the non-UCC and the UCC, like, because I think the
Mhm.
non-UCC is when you click non-UCC, and then the UCC is when you don't click anything. You just basically do it with the state.
You know what's the difference between the UCC and the non-UCC?
The UCC, I think the non-UCC is the one supposedly supposed to go in the real estate records, and that's the actual lien. And then the UCC is just actually making a claim of the lien, like to letting them know that the lien is out there, type shit.
I would recommend everybody not do anything until they know what they're doing.
I'm sure, and it's so crazy because listen, I paid for this shit, beloved. You
Good
understand what
lord.
I'm saying?
Good
This
lord.
is shit I've been studying. I'm talking. I got videos, and these niggas is talking and saying and shit, showing you how to do this shit, showing you the documents, showing you the forms, talking about biblical shit, going into the law, showing you little pieces and shit, and then explaining why you should. And this shit is scary, beloved. You understand? Word to mother. But the way you talking about it, it's just like, yeah, you really putting it together. And the reason, and the fact that I just been learning from other people, and I've really been learning these words and going into the Black Law's dictionary. That's why I can understand when people say certain things now. Like when you're talking about it, and, I mean, I can understand it like that. But yeah,
Maniac mindset, you right, Kenfo. One is private, one is public. I hear you. I'm
but
listening to you. I'm just going through the comments. Yeah, you're right, Maniac. Non-UCC is private, meaning it's not on public record.
right.
It's still a public venue. I mean, on public venue. Father debits the credit and mother credits the debit. Thus zero Lula. Absolutely, y'all. I love y'all. I'm coming to take a class. I need you. I need you as
I'm
well,
taking a
beloved.
class too, bucket man. I
I
got you.
appreciate you. Wow. Man, listen, man. I'm gonna handle my business. Y'all handle yours. I promise I'm gonna handle mine. You know what I'm saying? My first part of woe was you coming in through me. I believe in the Bible. Are you familiar with the Bible, beloved?
I've read the Bible when I was young, you know what I mean? I actually listened to it as an audiobook, you know what I'm saying? And then listening to it, I'm just thinking like, yo, this God is a fucking vicious God. Like this God is like, this Bible shit is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Just
They
like
say
even the
he's great
first
and
book.
terrible. Don't
Yeah,
fuck
and I'm
with it.
just thinking like, damn, what type of world we living in? And I don't even like this God in this Bible right now. Like, you know what I'm
I
saying?
mean,
And
have you ever I mean, how do you think you're gonna be as a father when it comes down to the truth of your estate now? We working this fucking hard to get this shit. You think we're gonna let our children squander it away?
nah.
You understand why the mafia was so adamant upon I'll write you the fuck out of my will?
Mm,
This shit means something. The Bible is a trust. The
mm.
God of the Bible made a covenant with us.
And God we trust, that shit's all over the courts and shit too. That shit is crazy. Like,
You know what I'm saying? He wants you to do what he tell you to. Do what he tell you to. I mean, that's what you want in your house, right?
right.
It's your law in your house. How am I gonna come in your house and say, oh, it shouldn't be like this? Hell no, you shouldn't have that up there. Put this down. Take man, get your ass out, bro. What the fuck is you talking about?
Yeah, from my understanding, the Bible is a son book about the body and about, you know what I'm saying? That's what they, you know what I'm saying? That's what they say too. Like,
I'm
it's
not
about.
saying you can't grab those concepts from it, but don't limit the Bible to one thing. Like we can't limit you to just father.
Now,
You're a
because
brother too,
when
right?
you bring the law, when you bring the law part of the Bible out, it's kind of crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's
hmm
like wow, they're like, wow.
hmm Understand also that that book is a record of a family's records, not the world's records. So
It's
that
a
law
record
that
of
you're
8 families.
reading, hmm,
You said there's a record of 8 families?
a
Oh,
family.
8 family word?
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and 6.
Damn, which family is that?
The family of Israel, the children of Yeshua,
Mm, the Jews.
the true Jews.
Hmm.
They were his beneficial owners of the estate.
Wow.
No, this is a judicial system. Woe to them who make
yo,
evil good
yo, you
and
bring
evil
you,
good
the way you
and the
your
evil.
etymology of the words and how you know that shit is crazy, man. That shit's great.
I eat this shit, bro.
Yeah,
Started out with the Bible. I went to prison for 6 years. He sat me down to learn him. You heard?
yeah. I think I'd rather learn from somebody with the prison, man. Word the motherfucker. Like, I ain't gonna say it, Cap. I don't know these other niggas' stories and shit. These niggas is, you know what I'm
Heard,
saying? They
heard.
fuck with Malachi Z. York and all these other Moorish. You know, I'd rather talk to somebody who went to prison and like, you know what I'm saying? Word.
Yeah, I don't call myself an Israelite. I fall under the guise of Isaiah 62:2. The Father said that He was going to give a new name. Yahuwah is just a title, beloved. It's not His true name. I'm from the
Right.
South. We don't call our mom and dad their real name. We just say mom and dad. We got a title for our peoples. You
So how
understand?
you declare your nationality? That means that me declaring my nationality, that shit is all wrong then too then.
What's your nationality?
A New Yorker national, like you know what I mean? Because they in the geographical what's it called? I forgot the name of this book, but it's government book. They have the nationalities. They have New Yorkers. They have Californians. They have all nationalities for all these different states, and they say that how we are in a country, like we in a republic of. I'm in the Republic of New York, and some people are in, you know what I'm saying, New York City, like in the as a citizen, whatever the case may be. So that's how I was thinking about it, and I feel like it's like a duality. Some people are living in a republic, and some people are actually living in the
In the
state,
democracy,
a
in the demon
democracy,
part
right?
of it.
Right.
Righteous. All right, so
So what I did was to clear my nationality. When I did the passport application, I sent them a copy of the trust declaration, and I gave them a few explanatory statements, and letting them know that I want to be without the without the United States, and I did a swore declaration like that.
mhm.
How they tell you to do it in the terms and conditions of the passport, and they tell you. If you look at the website of New York Travel State gov, they tell you some people could get it's called a national passport, and some people could get a United States passport.
I'm
And
finna get you right. Just a second. I'm finna tell you. I'm finna show
you understand what I'm saying about that though?
you. Mhm.
Hmm.
All right, so put this in your chat. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go find it real quick. But public law 94-241, section 302.
All right, so you said public law dash 9302.
All right, here we go. If y'all wouldn't mind, shut it live. But anyway, look, they tell you what to do, Kenfo. Pull it up on your phone, you know what I'm saying, and let's read it out loud. I'm gonna go through the comments and I'm gonna answer y'all questions and statements in just a second. But please stop commenting real quick. Just 1 second. Hold on. Hey, and I'm gonna do this for you. If y'all don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't give a damn if y'all send me motherfucker $1, goddamn it. Why cash app is trust talk. You hear me?
For sure.
Straight in.
I'm gonna do that class, bro. That ass.
I ain't tripping. I ain't tripping on nothing.
Mm-hmm.
It's y'all's freedom, beloved. It's y'all's financial freedom. It's y'all's financial literacy. It's your family's wealth. I can't pin it. That's bonky bonky. All right. You pulled it up yet?
Yes, I'm on my phone. I'm doing it on my laptop. Hold on.
No sweat, no sweat. Just let me know when you're ready.
Public law.
94 dash
Thanks, King.
241, section 302. Damn, hold on. I can make it. I tried. I tried. I don't gatekeep this shit, y'all. I ain't on that. I'll read it. All right. Section 302 of Public Law 94 dash 241. It says any person who becomes a citizen of the United States solely by virtue of the provisions of Section 301, and this is also applying to those born in or residing in the Northern Mariana Islands, made within 6 months after the effective date of that section, or within 6 months after reaching the age of 18 years, whichever date is later, become a national. Become a national, but not a citizen of the United States. By what? Read that for me, Kifo. By doing what?
It says making a declaration under oath before any court established by the Constitution or law. No, hold on, making a declaration under oath by any court established by the Constitution or
Can I go
law.
to the county court?
You said that I go down to the county court?
I said, can I go to the county court?
No.
Can I go to the federal court?
No. Yeah, you can go to the county court though. Yeah, you can go to the county court.
That word say any.
Any court. Any court, right?
You got to make a declaration before any court.
So how would you do that?
They tell you. Read the rest, bit up.
Constitutional law of the United States or any other court, being duly sworn hereby declare my intentions to be a national but not a citizen
They
of
even
any.
told you what to say.
No, but that's what I did in my that's what I did in my trust, and I filed that down there at a court. That's
Okay.
that's why I was saying that
You know what
like
SF 181 is?
say it again.
SF 181.
No, I heard of it. That's like the form where you change your from black or you know what I mean,
You ready?
from colored or some shit like that. From black,
That'll be in support of your nationality, huh?
right.
Do you have a reservation of rights attached to your nationality?
No.
Biblically, the Bible says you got the right to arm yourself, you got the right to protect yourself, you got the right to hire, you got the right to fire, you got the right to business, you got the right to contract, you got inalienable rights. Rights that nobody else can put a lien on as well as take away from you.
Right.
You claim them?
Nah.
If you ain't claimed them, do they exist, beloved?
Nah.
You don't got none.
Yeah.
So all that stuff you're trying to do, you technically can't
All
do.
that shit I'm doing, I ain't doing shit. The fuck, bro?
If no, let me do these comments real quick. Hold on.
Yes, baby.
Okay. All right, so to say she said admitted to start people got confusion. All right, cool. Thanks for the wisdom, king. No problem. Shalom. Woo woo. Pen that can't do that like create. Yeah. Then I jumped in for a minute. I don't know what that means. Ask question. Yeah, you can ask your question, Kimbo. I see what you're saying. Yeah, do your thing, Kimbo. Don't sweat. 9 from C. 3 of Billy. JP. Down for the call.
Oh yes, sir. I just don't want to interrupt. I'm soaking in and writing my notes down from everything you're saying right now.
I appreciate that. Nah, all is well. You can take off.
I'm about 2,000 hours deep on my own studies, but I won't dare, try to bring it all into your life. I'm listening and learning right now.
Oh, okay. Absolutely.
But my question was, so you're giving a class? How much is it? When is it going to be? I arrived late.
No
It's
problem.
my stuff.
Click on my page and there's a job form and it explains the entirety of it all.
Roger that.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit, Trinity, we're able, just need to perform such. We need to stand in those abilities. We need to stand in that order. If notaries have same judicial power as judge, actually more power than the judge, and court is just a record, can't you just notarize it? The Bible says in this, a record is established upon two or three witnesses. I think it'd be more powerful if two of you were gathered in the name of Christ, because he said, let every word and deed be done in the name of him. So if we're going to stand either in Caesar's position, we're going to give Caesar his things, or we're going to stand in your ecclesiastical spiritual position, and what belongs to the creator belongs to the creator. That's your trust, that's your comments, that's your livelihood, your entire estate. So I would get it witnessed. We all should be doing business together. We should not be dealing with the government in that fashion. They have their own fucking job. It's not their job to clean up the roads, the streets. It's not.
We can be each
up to
other's
us.
witnesses.
Absolutely, that's up to us. We're
Yes.
supposed to be getting society together, not the government.
Right.
They set up a trust. They set up an entity for you, a citizen for you to use, a vessel for you to travel in this fictitious world. Put it on the record, absolutely.
So would that look like a packet or something that you would send down to it? Like how would that be? How would you declare your
The highest court's the postal court, right? So we get all of our forms and declarations, everything together, and send them on in.
Highest court is the postal court. Highest court is the postal court. It has the strongest, longest constitutional contract of anybody. No broken treaty on the land. Everybody has a contract with the postal office. If you want to receive mail or communication in some form, you got a contract with the post office. The post office, the UPU, controls the motherfucking Navy, the Marines. It controls the Army. You know what I'm saying? And then when you get in your proper position and standing, as the brother Quantum Reader said, you are the postmaster. If you actually put a stamp on the back of your license,
Driver's license deal, yeah.
if you put a stamp on the back of your license and you keep a sealed envelope with a stamp on it canceled out already, you can't go to jail. You become the postmaster.
My
You're
man.
delivering. You're a mail carrier.
You are an educated man.
Absolutely. Hey, listen. I got a tribe to protect, Jimmy.
As
I
do
got
I.
my own tribal government. You understand?
We're providers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Chasing that revenue.
Investing. You know, always in it for the return. I'm trying to get that return back to the father. That's my motto. I'm just another child trying to return the children back home. I'm his investment
Properly
here.
juggling. We juggle more than one hat. Always, you know.
So you don't have a driver's license then?
Why not?
That's not what he said. I mean, you use them all.
Because it says that we don't really need a driver's license to drive, or whatever the case may be.
He utilized his to become a postmaster and gain power to stand on.
Righteous. I use it to travel. It's a travel document. On that document though, I'm not identified as the name. I'm identified as the trustee.
If he was to wake up in the morning and decide that he wants to use his transmitting utility, then go into commerce and he can use all that stuff.
Yep. I get to make that choice. We all do. But yes, absolutely. As the brother is stating, it's a choice. Everybody's supposed to sign they license, huh? I signed mine. Damn, can you see? You can't see.
I canceled out the stamp on the back of mine.
But I signed mine.
No, I
as trustee.
didn't cancel that. I autographed it.
Absolutely. If you don't mind, would you explain to them what's the difference between an autograph and a signature?
Well, my opinion is I would use. Well, we're gonna do private and public, but actually, it's an endorsement or a cancellation or a enacting. I'm enacting the postal to become postmaster is why I autographed, because this is in my private conveyance stating that I am utilizing this to be a transmitting utility agent of, agent for the all caps, and this places me into the private, but if I decide to use it in the public, I can and shall.
Right, so we all know that we're on the citizenship, or we have a citizenship that we can get on, huh?
Absolutely. And I prefer to be dual, kind of, like a private and a, yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to you, I have a trifecta. I got a helipad on my boat. I ain't even gotta come to the land.
I knew I was in the right spot, bro.
Hey,
once you're
I know how to get
3,000
raptured
hours
with Christ in the clouds. You understand?
There's not too many that can help
Neo,
you.
when that nigga be flying all over the place and shit.
Yeah, that's what the magic carpet was. The trust.
Now, how about the URF?
URF.
for the remittent fund?
URF. I'm not familiar with that acronym.
Elvis got me keen on that last night.
The Unified Remittance Fund.
Yes, thank you.
I mean, I'm
just good information to have, you know.
Yeah, I'm not in any disagreement with you. However, I haven't come across its importance.
I guess the topic was pre-funding our ledger, our account, so we could satisfy POs and stuff. A different way of
it's already pre-funded.
Things we need, right?
It's already pre-funded. Once again, we just have to learn how to use that entity. Everything is already prepaid. House Joint Resolution 192.
We just must retain a zero
balance. I am a felon in California. Do I still have these rights? You have every single right. You're not the felon. Your Social Security person is a felon.
Mm-hmm.
Everything you're speaking of. How do we get a secured party agreement?
We are secured.
You have a Social Security card, so you're already secured. You're insured already. My purpose for you all is to show you, is to teach you, is to help you understand that you are not a number. You weren't born with that number. It was assigned to you. What do you do with an assignment? When your teacher gives you an assignment at school, what do you do with it?
Write A+, endorse it, and hand it back.
No, you complete it.
That was sarcasm. I'm sorry.
No sweat.
But does your class come with, like, do you have like the material, like, too, like you go in hand, like that you give out or whatever?
Yeah, most definitely. I ain't finna just talk out my head. I'm gonna show you the law where you can read this shit at yourself. I'm gonna give y'all some material to read on. You know,
one of the best basics that I always kind of lean back to is a corporate entity can only conduct business with another corporate entity, cannot conduct business with a natural living man, the arm and leg man of the soil, the Son of God.
So that goes back to why we're doing these forms.
I so choose to go into commerce or want to work with these corporations, I must use my all caps, which was provided for me to be a transmitting utility. That's why it was created.
Absolutely.
And it's so much easier when we use our foundation of basics, you know? So a corporate entity can only do business with another corporation, cannot do business with me, the private living man.
Yep. And this is why you have authorized representatives. When you call on the phone and you trying to get through to customer service, I say authorized representative. I'm sorry, but in order to get you to the correct department, we need to authorize representative. Thank you. Hold just a second.
It's the same thing I do.
Same shit. All of this is the same shit. You don't talk to McDonald's. You talk to somebody who works for McDonald's.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're not talking to your social. That's why you came in the store, so you can fill in for the social. You're guaranteeing the social's performance. That's why you're the surety. That's why it's no problem being the surety if you know how to use your fucking social.
Right.
The social is the principal. It's the one incurring the liability. It's the one saying, "Hey, I'll pay for him. I'll pay." But then you become ignorant. This is our ignorance right here. Hold on, just a second. We did this last night. This is our ignorance right here. This is our ignorance right here.
And the general rule in agency law. Oh, I'm sorry. You want me to read it?
No, you good, beloved. Go ahead. I'm tired of talking.
And the general rule in agency law is that the agent is not liable.
Who is it?
The agent.
He's not liable. The agent is not liable, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
Okay, keep going.
Agent is not liable. Me, the living man.
Mm-hmm. You the representative on behalf of the. You're not a number, right?
Right.
Heck no.
Okay, so the agent is not liable if what?
Keep reading.
Keep going, Kempo.
Yeah, I can't see you in front of it.
Oh shit, there's something. My bad.
If he signs his own name and makes clear he is doing
No,
so.
No, man. See.
Wow.
You see, that's why you can't finish it because you ain't start from the top.
Where I ain't
start from the top.
And the general rule in agency, and then I see a big old head.
Right.
Locking
okay, that's on me. All right, I'll do it. No, see, listen. When I say the top, Kempo, up here.
Oh, yeah, we can't see that because of all the stuff.
I got you. Yeah, bad. That's on me. My fault. Okay, right. The general rule, section 3, 402A of the UCC provides that a person acting or purporting to act as an agent who signs an instrument binds the principal to the same extent that the principal would be bound if the signature were on a simple contract. The drafters of the UCC here point to the common law of agency. If under agency law, the principal will be bound by the act of the agent, the signature the signature is the authorized signature of the principal. So to break that down in layman's terms, you walk in with your social security person, your social security person says, hey bro, I need you to put my name down on there. But make sure when you put my name down there, you put your name down too and you separate me from you. Simple. If you make sure you separate me from you, they're not going to say that you owe this debt. They're going to say that I owe the debt. I'm the principal. You're the agent. That makes sense?
UCC 3-4028.
A.
My bad.
Yes, sir. Okay,
So
so
we supposed to. So you always supposed to be acting like an agent for the straw man.
it's called the Social Security Act of 1935, right?
The New Deal.
Huh?
Yeah.
It's called the Bill of Exchange Act, right?
Oh my goodness.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Trading with the enemy act. Shakespeare said this motherfucker is a stage, huh?
This shit is a
Emergency
stage,
Banking
beloved.
Act.
All right, now hold me down real quick. When you receive a
Oh,
Oh yeah, they always do that shit.
when you receive a bill, what scene are you in?
Damn. When you receive a bill with scene,
the only one that can actually receive any kind of a true bill would be the all caps.
What scene
But
are you
the man
in?
is receiving.
What scene are you in?
scene.
This world is a stage, beloved. I just identified some acts.
Debitor.
If you want to
Yeah.
perform, everybody, just a second, you guys. If you want to perform, you got to read the script. If you don't read the
I know
script,
exactly what to say. I'm tongue tied. You just
if
said
you
it.
don't read the script, you will not perform properly.
Mhm.
When you
When it's
receive
dealing
a
with
bill
anything-
in the mail, the scene that you are in, where the director says action,
Mhm.
the scene that you will be in is the Bill of Exchange
Exchange Act.
Act. If you want to perform
1936.
properly with the bills that are being exchanged, given to you, and you want to exchange them back, money orders, you give money and they give you a piece of paper, and then you go give that to somebody. It's all conversion, beloved.
Mhm.
True Bill BOA. True Bill BOA.
Bill of
is what I did.
Exchange
Bill of
Act.
Exchange.
Bill of
Act.
Exchange Act. What would you be considered holding on to your birth certificate? A holder in due course.
In due
What would you
course.
be considered holding on to the bill that just came into the mail?
The bearer.
Holder in due course. You're not the bearer. It's paid to your order. It says your name on it.
Wow.
Correct.
Hold in due course.
Why are you holding on to debt?
Because I haven't reported it. I haven't
We know what a
claimed it.
dollar
I haven't
bill
claimed
is.
my debt.
We know what a dollar bill is.
Yeah, it's a debt note.
What's the definition of a note? What's a note? What's
A promise to pay. Non-conditional.
Legal tender. Yeah, I can't hear you. Why they always hating?
Bill of Exchange.
Yeah, I can't.
Which
I can't hear
yeah,
you.
we can't hear you.
Yeah,
A negotiable instrument. It's a bill of exchange, a note, a promissory note. Federal debt note.
yeah, they muted you. They don't like this type of shit.
Well, he's letting us tell him what he wants us to hear, yeah? I reckon we need to go back to our basics here and answer our question.
Nah.
Negative.
Yo, Yeah, you might have to do like some type of telegram or some type of
He
shit.
wants us to say it. It's a negotiable instrument.
Yeah, you mean that?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Hey, don't blame the government, gang.
Yeah.
My microphone went dead, G.
We
Okay.
thought it was a riddle.
Like I
All
say,
right. So
yeah, they hated.
when you, no, it's all good. When you want something from the store, you take a promissory note. I hope y'all understand. It says this
Fiat
note right
currency.
here.
Yeah.
Okay. This note is a legal tender. This promise is able to be taken anywhere.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? Now, if you go read Title 12, subsection 411, the United States Code. Title 12 is banking. 11 is bankruptcy. You need to learn these laws, man.
Settlement. And
Title
then there's
15 is consumer law.
also the 4 endorsements we definitely need to know.
Yep, qualified, restricted, blank, and
I
Special.
need to be in the USC, basically.
hmm?
I need to be in the USC, United States Code.
You're gonna need to be in CFR, Code of Federal Regulations. You're gonna be in the USC. You're gonna be in the UCC. You're gonna be in the IRM. You're gonna be in the IRS. You're gonna be in all the
Every
fucking
single one of
acronyms
them
of the
has a
goddamn
section. Yeah.
alphabet. Goddamn. You hear me, guys? Real stuff.
Banking and accounting and
Yes.
GAAP.
Yes. Yeah. Hey, but seriously though, my phone is about to die out. So let me how did we get to where you are step by step? We ain't got enough time, can folk.
You got to stand on 10 toes when you're standing on business.
You hear me?
Big
I'm
step
standing
out.
on big business. Real spill. Now, do you have a Telegram? Can't hear this deep for they on to be it. Nah, that was me, man. TikTok muted you. Nah, that was me, man. We're gonna have to learn telepathy. Absolutely. We already know how to do that. You can look at somebody and know what they're thinking.
I'm stoked. I finally landed somewhere where somebody can challenge what I learned, you know? It's awesome.
Absolutely.
I
I'm gonna do
appreciate it,
that.
brother.
I'm gonna do that. I want you to be sharp.
Each
Therefore,
one
iron
teach
sharp
one.
iron. Iron sharp iron. So look though, how about this, right? Check me out. I'm gonna slide. I'm gonna come back this time. I ain't lie last night. I just didn't do it. You did. Did y'all not pay attention to the question I asked yesterday? You must learn and understand legalese. Absolutely. All right, so I'm gonna come back in like 30 minutes. I got the little lightning charger and whatnot. I'm gonna put him on the charger. You feel me? And then I'm gonna slide back through. You hear me?
Sure.
Charge, discharge.
Charge and discharge. All right. So with that, I say shalom. I appreciate you all. I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. You heard me? Please, all of you all follow me. If you all are interested in my class, click that jot form in my link, man. And y'all gonna I can't talk to y'all so much on here. I can't say,
A lot of shit,
you know
yeah.
what I'm saying? It's a jeopardize it would be me jeopardizing public security because if so many zombies figure this shit out, they're gonna go to storm and shit trying to eat everybody brains. And that's what this is. It's the walking dead. The reason people are trying to consume the sense, the common sense, that's why they wanted to eat brains. They're trying to consume the common sense of the living. Okay? I'm very protective of my peace. I'm very protective of my intellect. I'm very protective of my people in person. Okay? So give me like 30 minutes. I'm gonna be back.
All right.
Blessings, King.
Peace.
Yes, sir. Shalom and blessings to you all.
Always.